Welcome to the Clear Shots Podcast with Seth Skinner and Jake Jones.
Hey everybody, it's Seth from Clear Shots, and today our friend Dom is on the show for episode 71.
Don't give him clear shot. Don't give him clear shot. Don't give him clear shot. Don't give him clear shot.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. Today, we have an old friend. I haven't seen you in a wicked long time. What should we call you? Dom Diabetes, maybe?
Yeah, that's a sick-ass name.
That's
Fuck
a cool
it.
nickname.
It's your Twitter handle, right? Instagram.
Is it a Twitter?
Diabetes.
I don't
know.
I haven't used Twitter in a fucking long time.
Me
No,
neither.
it's actually fucking
Irrelevant.
stupid. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's funny. Like the only reason Twitter got so big is because like celebrities use it.
Yeah.
I remember Arnold Schwarzenegger used to follow me. That was probably the highlight of my life
That
on
was
Twitter.
That was the big move, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so we used to actually. I saw this like not too long ago because it was on my old YouTube channel, but we used to do fight predictions at my old house. And it was kind of like the first podcast I ever did, really, because we used to just sit there and do like a roundtable type thing about like upcoming fights. We'd always get them wrong for the most part, except for we did get the one right, Shogun versus Machida, and Brian was the only one that wanted Machida to win. So we were just shoving it in his face like constantly.
You were on that?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, Christian was on it too.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
And
way
Vinny
back.
every once in a while, I think.
Yeah, that's true. I think they're all on my old YouTube channel. I remember scrolling by and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot we even did that. Because we used to just jits once in a while, you know, just roll around or whatever.
Get dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the mud.
Yeah, like wrestling and
In the pit. Fuck it.
I just realized all the lights are off. It's probably wicked dark on this
Yeah.
game.
We should probably turn one or two of them on.
Or all of them on. Well, no, not all of them. It's too bright with all of them. No. You can't do it. You're way too boxed in, dude. Oh, he's boxed in.
He's doing it. That's one.
Here we go,
Two.
folks. This is him. This is the main part of the show when the show turns the lights on.
And here we are.
You gotta get that one. There we go.
That's my favorite part of the show.
Is turning the lights on?
Yeah. Everybody loves that too. I can see people cheering right now while they're listening.
Lights!
Yeah, it hypes people up, man. Fucking. So John Bones is coming back on the 6th or whatever. What was that?
To
Is that
fight
me?
what?
Is that my phone?
Isn't he fighting Thiago Santos or somebody? Tito Ortiz? I don't know who he's fighting.
Yeah, Tito Ortiz. I
I
think.
don't know who he's fighting.
I have no idea.
Did you
I
watch
did
the
see
Tito
that.
fight? The Tito.
I didn't watch it.
Was it
You don't want to
But-
watch it.
Tito and Liddell?
Yeah,
That one was great.
you don't want to watch it. It's actually very sad.
Yeah.
It honestly does. It makes you feel bad for Chuck
Yeah.
because you get to this point where like you know he can't perform anymore, and I don't know that he realized that he couldn't perform anymore.
Yeah, you get to the point where you probably shouldn't fight anymore, but
No, and the thing is, like, I bet there was people around him saying, "Don't fight! Like you can't do it anymore. You're not fast," because he wasn't fast.
I got it right here.
but then there was a few of them that were like, "Yeah, you got it. You're gonna do it."
You would listen to like
Yeah.
if one person told
There's
him
like-
he was good, he was
Yeah,
gonna do it.
yeah. There's one guy that's like, "Dude, you're good. You're good. You're good."
I can't prove Johnny wrong. Yeah, he just gets fucking walloped, dude. Oh, it's just so bad. He's what, like 48 years old?
I think so, or
He's-
46.
Yeah, he's up there. Yeah, Yeah, he's pushing 50. He's close.
Dude, he just forgot like elementary school with that last fight. like he's got no memories of elementary school anymore. It's just like boom, there goes Mrs. Ferraro's 5th grade class.
Well,
there goes his first kiss, like the first time he ever saw Star Wars Episode 5.
Yeah.
Like it's gone.
You
dude.
saw him visually. You saw his memories fly out.
Yeah.
Of his brain. It's like I don't even remember elementary school that much though.
No, and we
I haven't even been punched that many times. Just a handful, you know.
I went to FitU. That's it. I remember I was on safety patrol, and I got smacked by
fuck is
a
safety
6th
patrol?
grade. It was like hall
Like a hall monitor
yeah.
thing. I don't remember that.
Yeah, you had to be in student council.
Do you have to apply?
Yeah,
Oh god.
and you had to have good grades. That's why you couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's why I was an honor roll student a couple years in
You had to be
elementary.
high
And then
honor
I
roll.
gave up on it.
Yeah, you're like, fuck school.
It's not cool to be good in
You're
school.
just like setting barrels on fire and shit, fighting.
Stealing cardboard cutouts of James Dean at prom.
Yeah, you literally did.
You
do
guys
that.
did do that, didn't you?
Yeah,
That's fucked.
that's
the
funny as
highlight.
shit. Because that went to Wes's house, and that thing, Jake Reed actually like wrestled it down the stairs or some shit. Like he basically like set it on fire and kicked it down the stairs or some shit. It got destroyed. I don't remember what he did. I know he beat the shit out of it though.
Didn't they?
But it
buy
was
him-
there for a while.
I was gonna say, like it seemed like it was in
Yeah.
okay condition.
It was like him with a cigarette being like pointing or some
Yeah.
shit, and everybody used to take pictures with him.
Yeah, Brandon used to talk about it all the time.
yeah.
Because it was me and him, and like we were like walking out. It was like the end of the prom or some shit, and we saw it and we were like, well, they're not gonna do anything with that. Like it's gonna go in the trash. And we just asked somebody. We were like, can we just take that? And they're like, yeah. They literally just were like, yeah. Like it wasn't even like a cool story. Like we didn't even just like steal
I thought you
it or
guys
anything.
stole it
No.
and like got in a high speed chase.
They
You
were
guys
just like, yep, you can have
you just took it.
no resistance whatsoever.
wow,
They don't. I mean, what are they going to do with a James Dean? You know, the same
Right.
thing we did with it. You know,
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, put a
literally.
cigarette in his hand. Put him in the school. James Dean's cool,
It
kid.
was just a fucking stupid theme for prom, anyway. Like,
Nah, it was probably one of the better themes because after
Yeah,
you guys
well,
graduated, they all
yeah,
went
they got like
downhill.
Fortnite themes and shit probably now.
Dude, ours was like a. It was like a. My junior. I didn't go to my senior prom. I did mushrooms and hung out with my friends instead. My senior prom.
Oh, you could have
but-
done mushrooms and then gone to the prom.
Yeah,
right?
my junior prom was like a masquerade thing, but then like you weren't allowed to be on the prom dance floor with your mask on because of an identity thing. So you could wear your masquerade mask if you were like walking around outside of prom, but if you were inside where the dance was, you weren't allowed to wear your mask or something. It was
Yeah,
fucking
it's too
stupid.
European to wear your mask.
It's really weird. It was like 1920s Roaring 20s themed or some shit.
They did one of the last ones I went to. They did it was like underwater or some shit like that. Something with the ocean.
They just fill
It
the
was
whole
just-
thing with water.
It was just fucking everything was blue.
They give everybody scuba gear.
just really
they waterboard
just really
everybody.
wanted just really wanted to drown.
That's like my
fucked
biggest
up
fear.
thing. Dude, it's like the thing is like you have to do it different every year, so like you're going to run out of ideas.
Well,
so they're
if you
just like,
only rotate it like once every 6 years,
it needs to be a rotate like a pitcher's
once
rotation.
every 8 years, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for high school reunion.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
hilarious.
Do they do them?
Seems
Is
so
it every
good.
10 years or every 5 years?
I'm gonna hit on all the fucking single moms.
I would.
There's going to be a lot of them. Most moms that are going to be at your high school
Yeah.
reunion are going to be single.
That's true.
And they're going to be single the next reunion, too. So you got like
Yeah.
15 years.
Prime
You got-
fucking
You can
Yeah.
slip in there. There's a couple
Yeah.
spots you can
Yeah.
slip in.
prime fucking
Oh, my
action.
God.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I
Is
don't
there
know if
gonna
I'd
be
even
alcohol?
want to go though. It's a fucking like.
Do
Just
they
such a
have like
weird
alcohol?
thing.
Like, what do they even do?
Depends.
Do you guys just meet? They're like,
They
yo, we're
gotta.
just gonna meet at this bar, get really drunk, and
I worked at the foundry and actually catered my grandma's like 60th, like 60 year
That was the
reunion.
good one.
so
The
so
second
is
year.
that so is that
It was at the foundry. They all got trashed.
so
Yeah.
that's like by that time people are swinging.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was really fucked up because like they have everybody that's dead, they have a picture of them from high school with like a candle. And you light it is like a thing. Like, no, they're still there. But it was really fucked up because, like, they had tables next to where all the dead pictures of dead people were.
Pictures.
And they were just like, oh, yeah, Johnny died last year. What a fucking asshole that guy was. Yeah. So everybody was just talking shit about everybody that's dead. Like, oh, that fucking guy's son is such a piece of shit. And it's like, what the fuck?
Wow, just like him.
Well, that's what it is. They're just going to talk shit about
the people that can't defend themselves.
The next level of the line. It's like, I don't know. I feel like when you're that old, you probably don't remember most of the shit anyway. And then, like, half of them have dementia and shit. And they're going in there like, are you my daughter? Or is that the other guy?
Like, fucking, I just know, like, because I had Brooke Broadwell in my graduating class, so I know it's just going to be super extra because the Broadwells are going to be in charge of it.
Yeah.
So I'm just not going to go.
Yeah, it's gonna
they're going to be like, oh yeah, it's going to be $90 to come to the the reunion.
It's catered by the fucking.
They're just going to do the senior prank that they did to our class and be like, yeah, we're having a senior skip day party at Bayshore. And they invited all the kids and made a Facebook post about it. They all went to Bayshore and it wasn't there. They were actually having it at Brennan Beach instead.
Oh, LOLJK.
Yep.
That's a worse place to have a fucking
senior skip day
party.
Yeah.
Brennan's Beach.
It seems like it should have been the other way around.
It's funny because like senior skip day was fucked up because like all the teachers and shit knew what day it was. So how about just do it a different day and throw everybody off by saying it's a different day?
The thing that got me with senior skip day was
every day
if you went to school, it was a skip day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I had Mirabito, and he was basically like, yeah, if you come to school on senior skip day, we're just watching like YouTube videos on like serial killers. It's like, okay. So
that sounds sick.
I just hung out at Mirabito's class. Like I sat there in lunch, study hall, and then anatomy and psychology. So I just hung out there and watched like documentaries. Like every teacher did. Like, so it was actually better to go to school on senior skip day. Plus all the shitbags that left on senior skip day weren't there. So it was like people that you wanted to be around.
Right, that's true. Well, yeah, just skip the day before.
Yeah. Or skip on a Saturday.
Right?
Go to school.
Yeah.
I remember my son tried telling me one day, he was telling me someone called him a fuckhead or something.
Oh no.
And I was just like, when did this happen? He's like, the other day. And I was like, what do you mean the other day? He's like, Saturday. I was like, oh yeah, someone called you a fuckhead at school on Saturday, bud? He's like, yeah. I was like, don't think so.
That is the day.
How old is he now?
He's 5.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He looks exactly like you.
I know, real ugly and shit.
Yeah, he's fucking gangly, already getting bullied on weekends and shit. What if like that? What if he did get called a fuckhead on Saturday and you're just like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. You're lying. Yeah. Now he never confides in you.
My dad doesn't believe in anything I say.
I am a fuckhead. No, I'm kidding. Your kid's
his life would
adorable,
suck.
man. I actually set your Facebook post to like see first because I love keeping up with all the shit you and your son do together. It's fucking adorable and hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, not long ago we went golfing and he kept like nagging me to want to drive the golf cart, and I was like, all right, bud, we got to get away from the building because I don't know if they'll let you. You're 5. You don't have a license. You're not even old enough to even think about a license.
Yeah, that's because I used to do that when I was too young too. It's like, well, once we're on hole 6, they can't see us.
Yep. So
we got to play the back 9, you know.
Yep. So I let him on, and he fucking was standing up. And I was just like, fucking, let it go, bud. Fucking let it rip. And he's like fucking spinning around, getting mud everywhere. I'm like, sick. And I'm like, oh, slow down. Can't press the brakes. I'm like, oh, shit. Chasing it down.
That's the thing is reaching the pedals is the hard part.
Yeah. That's why children aren't allowed to drive, usually. I think if they made cars for children, that'd be hilarious.
That's what they should do.
A separate lane for like 10
some kids are good at driving, you know what I mean?
They gotta be. Well, I knew you guys probably did too. Growing up, there were kids that were like in elementary school that were like racing at the speedway.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Like
did the cart races and shit like that.
Yeah, they had it figured out, dude. It's funny that anybody can race up there, basically, as long as you have the money for a car. You can register for it.
Somebody I used to work with at the nursing home was telling me that they used to do, like in the 90s, they used to do bike races. And you would do like 20 laps on a bicycle.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
that's fucking retarded.
The
That'd be
turns
such
are
a long-
the turns are sloped though, right?
Yeah.
At the speedway.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a pain in the ass.
yeah, it does. You'd have to shift gears.
I
and
don't know
shit.
how you were able to do that.
No thanks.
I never shift. I
And-
had a mountain bike and I never shifted. I put it in fifth gear or whatever and just left it there all the time.
Yeah.
At a certain point, it's like just get a BMX bike. Like, why would you ever need that shit? I never felt like gears helped me get up hills.
Yeah.
It just made me pedal more. Like I still had to pedal just as hard. It
Yeah.
felt like.
Yep.
I feel like, what are those, like, are they spiders? Those 3-wheel, like, motorcycle things?
Yeah. Those. Is that what they're called? Something like that.
Can-Ams or
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of those.
Racing those would be cool.
Yeah, they
Anything with
seem-
3 wheels is automatically cool.
Is it a front wheel and no? It's a 2 front wheels and a back wheel, right?
Depends.
those are Can-Ams. Then they
Yeah.
got the trikes.
Yeah.
They're all
Are they-
ridiculous.
Yeah, they're retarded.
They're front wheel drive. Then,
I
would
love the
imagine.
ones that, like, people get painted up to look like wicked badass with, like, skulls and demons and shit. And it's
Yeah.
like, dude, you're on a tricycle.
Some guy I was pulling out a weed store.
decals. Don't get decals. Don't get flames. Don't get skulls because you're a piece of shit. Because that's so dumb.
Yeah, you're
looking.
not. Your name's not Guy Fieri.
It's
Don't
so,
fucking do it.
it's so corny looking.
Except my dad's motorcycle. His is cool. He's got the Ghost Rider on it.
No.
It's pretty sweet.
I was pulling out of the weed sport Surefine, and there was this guy that was coming down the road on a trike, and he was easily in his 50s or 60s, fucking beard, wearing all the Harley Davidson stuff.
Did it have tassels on their handles?
Wearing the Harley Davidson get up, and I was pulled out, and then I had to pull into a liquor store that was like a block away, and you have to like essentially K-turn and then back down this slope to get into the liquor store parking lot.
Yeah.
And so I turn on my fucking hazards like 1,000 feet before I fucking go to try to make this turn to pull into this liquor store. And he's fucking throwing his arms up, flipping me off. And I was like, bud, you're fucking like really going hard for like the biker look, and you're riding a trike.
Dude, you should have gone up and like played with his tassels.
like fucking drive off.
Do they make tassels like made out of chains? Like that would be the way to go, dude.
I was
skulls
gonna say
on
they
them.
should
Yeah.
make tassels that have like when you turn
Or
the
like
bike on, they
dice.
flow on their own. So like you don't need to be driving 50 miles an hour for the tassels to flutter around.
Yeah.
Like electric tassels.
Was dice hanging from the rearview mirror like a thing at
Yeah,
some
it was in
point?
the 70s, 60s. I
'Cause
don't
I feel
know.
like everybody had the fuzzy dice.
Yeah. It was
So
like a
fucking-
Austin Powers
Just
thing.
hanging on your trike.
Yeah.
It's funny. Though, like, there's a bunch of those trends that everybody jumps into. It's fucking
Yep.
weird.
Seatbelts is another one I don't agree with.
Yeah, fuck seatbelt.
Well, and then they
I never
looked
wear my
cool.
seatbelt. I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with a seatbelt, man.
They
Yeah, I
looked
like
cool at first, but then everybody was
Yeah.
like, "These are corny, dude."
They should have made like chain seatbelts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
around-
like bike locked, like, like those big thick chains, like 100-pound chains.
Like the ones that The Rock uses
Yeah,
to work out.
those
with.
would really hold you down, though. you
Yeah.
know?
You're not going anywhere.
Nah, your arms and like body would probably hurt.
Oh, so
Dude,
badly.
especially if you're in an accident, that's gonna demolish
It's gonna
you.
break all of your ribs. Internal bleeding.
Yeah, it's better than dying.
Piss and
though.
blood.
Yeah, it's better than going through the windshield.
Yeah.
Well, probably not. Actually,
No, probably not.
you'd probably take more damage.
Well, I feel like if they didn't make windshields out of glass, it wouldn't hurt to go through.
True, they should make it out of like
Aluminum.
something you can't see through. Yeah.
Someone was a Coke merchandiser one day. So I was driving out Monday morning and down on 20. It's like near like the swamp, and a fucking goose flew out in front of the truck, like low enough, and I fucking smacked it.
Yeah.
And down that road, the speed limit's 40. So I'm going 45. and I fucking whacked this fucking goose. And I'm like, yo, I just fucking murdered this goose. I get on 104 where 104 meets 3, and I pull over, and I go and check the truck and to make sure like I didn't fucking like break the headlight or anything. Truck was fine. There wasn't any feathers or anything in it. I get to my first stop, and I'm talking to this Coke merchandiser, telling him about it, and he's like, man, I remember when I first bought my car, brand new. I've had it for like a week. And I was driving down on, I think he said like 90 or something. And a fucking goose came out in front of his car, and he smacked it, and it hit his windshield. Broke his windshield, and broke like the inside. So like broke the fucking safety glass and everything.
Dude.
And he was pissed. He had to get it towed and everything because obviously couldn't drive with it fucking like essentially shattered. And he was like, the goose was still fucking alive. It was like in the pond, like fucking swimming and shit.
Dude,
so I think geese are like fucking indestructible.
Well, they do damage. Like anything does damage though if you hit it hard enough.
Yeah, but like to be alive after getting nailed by like a fucking big ass
Well,
truck going 45.
Fuck geese, dude.
Because I didn't see it dead on the side of the road when I was coming back.
It was just
and
gone.
no one picks up dead animals like, oh yeah.
Take put it in their pocket. It's funny because like out there, it's almost like birds get hit more than like land animals. It's so fucking weird. Like you see dead birds more.
Well, I think it's because like especially on those roads, you got like just trees on either side of you or ponds and shit. So they'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go over hang out with Jimmy."
Yeah, yeah. Or they just land in the road for no reason.
Yep. Dude, fuck geese though. Swans are dog shit too. I hate any of those bigger birds that think they're way tougher than they are.
Yeah, and then when you get nailed by a big ass truck and you're fucking still alive.
Yeah, then they realize.
That's a good point.
That's when their fucking confidence goes through the roof. Their ego just fucking flies.
so much
the
goose
Chuck
pussy.
Liddell effect.
Yeah. Then they get hit once more and they die.
They lose all their kindergarten memories.
I don't know, man. Birds are fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. We were talking about birds,
talked
like
about
fighting
birds.
birds.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know.
I wouldn't want to fucking fight a goose, that's for sure.
No. Well,
unless you punch like a fucking semi.
Yep. But
and even then,
you have to punch like a
twice.
2 semis. Yeah.
You got to get like the Rampage Jackson going, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't want to fight a fisher cat either.
Nope.
You ever see one of those fucking things?
Nah, they fucking rip off like chickens' heads and shit.
Yeah, they're like
literally they rip them
savage.
off and
With their hands.
What are they? They're like
I don't know why they don't just eat the whole eat the chicken with the head on. They rip the head off and then they eat the chicken.
They're like a cross.
They
between
know. The head isn't that great
a badger and like a weasel or some shit. They're like a badger basically.
Yeah.
Like amphibious badgers. We had one in our neighborhood. Actually killed one of my neighbor's pets, dude.
Yeah,
like,
they're
from,
fucked
like,
up.
They just fucking. It was like he had his dog just chained up outside. Fucking fisher cat just comes in, rips it to shreds, and just dips. They don't even eat the flesh or anything.
No.
Right. They're like, well, that's taken care of, so. This is
ruined their day.
This is my world, dude. You're just living in it.
Same thing with fucking
What the fuck are you doing?
the coyotes. We still have
Those things are savage.
Coyote problem.
Those will
yeah
fucking.
out
Where do you
towards. I live on the east side, but like, you remember where Brandon Barrow used to live, right over like near Ellen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that
He also
whole like
lived,
near like
like-
where the concrete, I don't know what the place is called, but where they have like concrete pit and gravel pit and shit.
Oh,
the
yeah,
DPW
the
or
big,
whatever?
the big
Yeah,
fucking,
essentially, yeah.
the hill of like stones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking the coyotes love that area. We used to hang out at night and walk around or like leave
Yep.
Brandon's place late at night. You'd fucking hear them howling and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I don't want
Yeah,
You don't want
Nick
to mess
and-
with them.
to. No.
My buddy Nick and Dan, we used to go there all the time. Like after we dropped out of college, we would just walk around town all the time, and then we'd end up there and like smoke a cigar, smoke a blunt or something. We were sitting there, and like those safety lights at that place came on. And we're like, oh shit, somebody's here. So we like hit the blunt, and then we look over, and it's just like 4 coyotes. They're just like stumbling. And then they could just see us all the way. They're like, that's our fucking pile, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then they disappeared, and it's like they're waiting for us to leave, and they're gonna like jump on
Yep.
us. So we were like, fuck that. We went the long way around.
They get fucking territorial.
You should just like start limping so that like you know draw them in.
Draw 'em in, but just
And then
fuck 'em up.
Yeah. I wonder if they would.
Yo, I got
recognize-
one goose with me.
Yo. I know people don't get killed by coyotes, but they will attack you, right?
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
thought
packs could kill you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to
definitely.
live behind Nestle's factory in Fulton.
Oh yeah,
And
that's an Aldi now.
Yep. And I
That's
used to
insane.
I used to go hunting on the tracks. And I remember one night I dropped my phone coming back out, and so I went back to go grab it, and it was dark as fuck. It was like 8 o'clock at night, pitch black. I get back there, and it's like they have their little league field, and it's just rounding, like, I don't know, 500 feet away from the little league field,
Yeah,
and fucking all I could hear was growling. And thank God my phone was like right at the edge where like the lights would hit.
yeah.
I grabbed my phone and I fucking dipped. I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking getting chased down or attacked by fucking coyotes, because if I live, I'll probably
that
die
part of
something.
Fulton is
Yeah.
kind of like dark anyway.
Yeah.
like the streetlights are not very
No.
prominent in that area for
Yeah,
some reason.
there's like an entire like
They have lots
section of Fulton that's
fucked
just
up
like
animals that live back there though,
Yeah.
because they have. That's when the
It's
bears.
like-
that's
that's-
when, and this was like, I want to say like 2 years before we had all those bear sightings, like in fucking East Park and shit.
yeah,
Me,
that's fucking
me and my son's mother's dad would go for a walk around, and we'd find like bear shit, and like we were like, this is fucking.
You're
this,
like, that's
these are,
bear shit.
Yeah,
for
we were
sure.
like,
I
this
know
is
my bear
fresh
shit. I know my
bear shit, black bear baby.
Yeah,
And we would tell people like, yeah, there's definitely bears, and they're like, oh no, there's no bears in Oswego and Fulton. And then 2 years later, there's a shit ton of bear sightings.
I remember
They also have fucking bobcats too.
yeah. Yeah, we saw Bob
there's like
my
Bigfoot
dad.
and shit there. Like
Yeah,
that's
he's
where no
just
one
fucking-
looks though.
He's the one that's shitting. He's like,
Yeah.
mix it up with bear shit.
There's
My,
like
my dad
chupacabras
owns
in
warehouses
Fulton.
out in New Haven, and he's seen bobcats. Like he'll go out and he'll, spend an afternoon and mow the field, and then like be locking up the warehouse, and you'll just like see 2 or 3 of them sitting out there.
Yeah.
because they're like, what the fuck, man.
Yeah, they're just
My
hanging out,
grandma
man.
gets them too. She used to have like a family of ducks that would, because she had like her backyard, like is probably like 2 acres or 4 acres or something, and there's a pond that wraps around the back of the backyard,
Mhm.
and there would be a family of ducks that would like go from this pond, swim through to be on the other side of the pond,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, like for like 3 days, she just didn't see any of the ducks. She's like, oh, that sucks. Then like the next day, there's just a bobcat just chilling in her backyard.
And she's like,
It's
oh,
like, oh,
that's what happened
to
to
the ducks.
Yeah.
Bobcats are crazy. They're not really anything
They're fucking
like
just
feral wild cats are scarier to me than coyotes for sure, because those things will.
bobcats.
stomp
Just
the fuck
fucking
I mean, any kind of cat is kind of fucking,
yeah, but big ass cats with big ass
Yeah.
claws, like
yeah.
Yeah, because a bobcat is probably
they're
like
like the size. They're essentially the size of like a, I don't know, like a lab, like a black lab dog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They can get like 45 to like 55 pounds. That's
I mean,
fucking
it's-
big for a cat.
yeah,
And
dude.
those like it's weird because like you look at them and you're like, well, that thing can't be that strong, but like you wouldn't even fucking be able to tell what by the time it hits
Yeah.
you.
They're fucking fast and they're
Yep.
fucking hide and jump. There, it's not.
It's just the savageness, like how quick they are and shit. They're not gonna really give you a shot. There's no opening.
Yeah.
You can't like get
Yeah,
a
you
jab
can't
in
punch
or-
that shit.
Yeah.
Wolves kind of scare me
You
too.
could like
'cause-
leg kick it, maybe, like Anderson Silva leg kick
True,
it. But you
probably.
break your own
you
leg.
break your leg off it
Didn't he get hurt in his last fight too?
I don't know, man. He
or
should
was it
stop
the other-
fighting. Also,
against Israel.
Yeah, or was it Adesanya that got hurt? I don't remember.
That is Israel. I don't know. I thought he fought again since then and won.
that
No,
man,
Silva hurt his leg. That's what happened.
I was gonna say wolves are kind of scary because they're fucking gigantic.
yeah, but
Yeah.
we don't have to worry about that shit.
Not yet. Don't have to
Well-
worry about bears either.
Yeah.
Didn't yet, true, but I don't think. I remember.
They should just have a battle royale. Put them all in there and see who
Bears,
comes
fuck
out.
it.
Bears
Let them all
would
tear
win,
each
dude.
other up.
Yeah.
Bears would fucking eviscerate.
Bid on it.
I guarantee you, like a brown bear. What are the bears that fuck you up? Is it brown bears or black bears?
Grizzly bears
Grizzly bears.
are
or Kodiak bears.
They'll
There's
all
one
fuck you
type
up.
of bear that no matter what you are,
Grizzly
is going
bears.
to kill you. Is it grizzly bears?
Grizzly bears. Yeah, you never watched the documentary? I think it's called like
Grizzly man.
Grizzly Man, and he
Where he
was like
dies.
lived with them, and then one old fucking grizzly bear that had like dementia, of course, like fucked him up and just killed him.
Him and his wife, right?
No, his wife survived, but she had to watch him get fucked up and killed.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like, why are you trying to live with them now? Like figure,
Like-
go to Taco Bell or something. Go somewhere else.
Polar bears are fucked
Or
up.
watch them from afar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why
But,
do we
you
do
know-
Go to the zoo.
There's so many other things to do. Anything else. Do anything else.
That's a good point. Really good point.
you know?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I wouldn't want to fight a bear, man. I feel like any animal that's living in the wild, I don't want to really fuck with. You know,
No.
I'll kick someone's like beagle and shit, but I'm not gonna fuck with like a lynx.
I remember hiking
Yeah.
Whiteface Mountain, and coming back down, I was with Zach Carswell, and we didn't get lost, but it got dark and we couldn't see the trail markers.
Oh, so you were kind of lost.
Sort of lost. We couldn't make out the trail marker to the exit.
Gotcha.
But we were pretty close to the exit. We were like, I don't know, like 15-minute walk from where the exit was. And I'm trying to call my girlfriend at the time, and I'm like, where the fuck are you? But obviously, no service.
Yeah, classic.
And it's like choppy and shit, and I'm like, where the fuck? Like, we can't find the exit. Like, you guys have the car, you guys are at the car and shit. Turn on like the headlights or something so we can see something, or your brights, and maybe
Yeah.
we can see where it is. Didn't like, obviously did not get that.
No.
Phone died, and we're still walking around, and all we could hear, it's fucking dark as shit in the real fucking forest, and all we could hear was howling. And I was like, yeah, fucking perfect, ideal spot in the middle of like an open fucking part of the forest, dark as fuck all around us,
Where they can
and
surround
howling.
you. Yeah.
Do wolves?
You can't see that
Do
far
wolves
in
hunt
the
humans,
pitch
though?
black either. Like,
I thought
your eyes
wolves were
adjust
kinda
to a
chill.
certain
Just
amount,
but only like
Yeah.
10 feet maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, you
until you get until they get
You're
Until
dark-
you get fucked.
yeah, dude. Well, what they do, don't they? Like they circle you and they distract you, and then one of them will just be like, "Sup, motherfucker?" Then,
Yeah,
like,
they-
Yeah.
just massacre you.
Yeah, they got a strategy.
But now that you think about it, that would probably been a cool way to go out.
Dude, if I read
Yeah,
on the
for
news,
sure.
local Oswego man Dominic Montalbano killed by pack of wolves, it would have been like, he probably thought it was a cool way to go
Yeah,
out. He's
yeah.
like the last dying.
Yeah,
breath,
he
you're
was
just
really
like,
fucking tired and sweaty and smelled like shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
getting
And
eaten
fucking
by
was
wolves.
waiting to get in a car and have like a Pepsi.
do you get free Pepsi?
All I wanted was a brisk, dude. Maybe if you had a brisk on you, the wolves would
True.
have been like, "Dude, give us that blueberry brisk. We'll bring you to your car."
Somebody
they
said
would've killed me.
you
They
guys
would've
get
wanted it. Yeah.
you guys get free
Booze on
beverages,
holidays.
though, right? Yeah.
And when we get back from work, we get we can go upstairs to the bar and have some booze. I don't really. Maybe on Fridays, but not usually since I play
Is it
softball.
free? The
Yeah.
bar is.
Yeah. So
That's
you can go up
pretty
there
sweet.
and you can drink.
Yeah.
You better make sure if like you can stay there for hours.
All night.
Essentially, you really could. I mean, I'd hope you'd have someone to come pick you
Yeah.
up because
Yeah, yeah.
So
they
it's
do have a
bar
lot of
open to
alcohol.
only people that work there too.
Yeah, I mean
That's
they
pretty
do
cool.
have. They do.
You guys do
Like you
events
can
there,
get.
right?
Yep. You can do like you can rent it out for events. I don't know if you can rent out the bar. You may be able to, but like they keep the break room full of beer too. So like at the end of your shift,
Yeah, that's cool.
you can have a beer downstairs, go home. It's not bad.
You
Not
said you
bad
play
at all.
softball? Yeah. Do you do it up
Fridays.
at Legends still?
Yep,
Yeah.
my team's
I would
fucking
like
garbage.
to fucking play. You playing slow pitch or like modified or
slow pitch.
yeah. Yeah, it was fucking
I want to play softball.
yeah, I
too.
wouldn't mind
I
getting
want
back in.
to. I want to make a team next year.
That's the thing is like I'd like to get a team, but you got to find somebody to be a sponsor or whatever. It's not that expensive to play.
No, it's like I think it's like 350 something, 56 or something.
And then it's like $8 a week or whatever for the umps or whatever, something like that.
Yep.
It's pretty fun though.
Be dope, like a beer league.
I just
my dad used to play
spent
softball.
a ton of money. Yeah, it is, and that's the thing is it's a beer league, so you can get drunk, and people. You know what happens when groups of fucking
Sweaty
old men get fucking hammered and shit talking.
Yeah, my dad's softball league was actually fucking crazy. That's where all my uncles
I
were.
always played slow pitch, but I
what
subbed
he
for
did.
a modified team once, and you can go back like this far, like 90 degrees to the ground, and then throw it as hard as you can. So it's like it's kind of fast pitch, but not really, and you can lead off of the bases and shit. So it's a little bit more intense, but it's still kind of slow pitched. You can still see the ball pretty easy.
Sounds like the tournaments. I think. That's how they do it.
It's cool.
My neighbor used to play fast pitch for years, and he's actually in the New York State Softball Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the harder the pitch is, like you can hit them farther.
Yeah.
But the slow pitches it's like in slow pitch, I would just poke it out to like left field or whatever, because I was a left-hander. So everybody would shift to the right, and I'd just be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna pull it that way because no one's over there."
Yeah,
and you just hit a double every time or whatever because literally no one's there. Yeah. It's because in slow pitch you can just hit it wherever you want.
Essentially, yep. I'm not very good at it. I mean, I'm all right. I just bought a fucking expensive ass bat, so hopefully I hit a little better.
I have an old bat, but it's fucking got decent pop. I still used to just use other people's bats because people would spend way too much money on bats.
And that's the thing is every team we play, I swear, has like they all have nice bats. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yo, fuck this. I went on Amazon, bought a D Marini bat, and I was like, I'm using this shit because that's what everyone has and talks about. So I was like, I'll get that.
I have a hardball bat, like a college, like a aluminum bat, and then I also have a slow pitch bat, but it's like, I don't know. The aluminum bats are weird. Like once you start hitting with a wooden bat, it feels so much better. But the ping off of the wooden or the aluminum sounds so cool when you fucking crush one.
I fucking love the sound of hitting
the composites
with a metal bat. Yeah,
especially when you hit right on the barrel and you don't feel it at all, and it just flies. That shit is so good.
And then when you hit it off someone's head,
kill them.
Great.
They forget all their elementary school memories.
So
dude, that
weird,
was
though.
scary. They had a thing about that, like the Women's College World Series. Some bitch got hit.
You get fucking.
They threw it. They were throwing it infield, and she got hit in the back of the head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's like in
Major they let transgender
baseball.
women play in that league. That wouldn't have happened. The ball would have made it right to home plate.
Yeah,
Well,
it's funny because softball is actually. The softball is like rock hard though.
Yeah, they're also huge. They're the size of my head.
Like a baseball has some give, but
baseballs are kind of
softball
soft,
like,
especially when they're going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, which is weird because they're called softballs.
Yeah, but they're exact opposite. I think it'd be funny if, like, for the All-Star game for the MLB, they just played softball instead.
Yeah. Well, they used to do like the celebrity softball games and shit, like with Bill Nye and shit. Like
they do. Dirk Nowitzki, of all people, just started a celebrity softball league.
I want to be on.
And
I want to be
like,
on that.
It's
team.
like all athletes.
Yo,
and
fuck the
shit.
team that I have.
Play
AJ
with
Nearbit.
each team is from whatever city it is. So like
Lighthouse,
the Dallas
Lighthouse
team.
Tavern.
that's what all the teams are too. They're like
They're
named after
bars.
bars.
Yeah, I think the Dallas team is literally like retired Mavericks and Cowboys and Texas Rangers players that just play softball. They get hammered. That's hilarious.
That's the whole
Softball's
point.
the great
Getting
unifier,
hammered.
dude.
It is.
Yeah, because it's like easy to play, but also like
It's but then when you get people that because there's guys that like last year when I played there was guys that did like tourneys like their team were fucking tourney teams.
Yeah.
And they just like would fucking cream us. Like,
there's always a team.
The team that I was on was the first year team playing.
Yep.
And we never won a game, and we just got fucking smoked every
that's
game.
What I was doing for a couple of years. I was
I
was on the orange team,
like
dude.
30.
That was the good team.
30 to fucking like 1.
That's insane.
That's what it
and
is.
then the mercy rule is like, I think it's like if they have a lead of like 9 or 10 or something after like the 5th inning or some shit like that, and it's like just cut it even fucking shorter. Like if we don't go 2 innings without scoring once, and they've got fucking 30 points. Pull the fucking plug.
Yeah, really though, yeah. It's fucking hilarious because there is always one team that dominates.
Just completely kills it.
But that's because they've been playing for years,
and they know how to play, and they know like what positions they're good at. And
I was gonna say my dad's team was always they played together like before I was born. They've been playing together because they were like
I want your dad on my
the
team.
nuke plant. That'd be dope. But they all worked at like the nuke plant or Alcan or whatever, and they were sponsored by
half of them.
Toucans. They were actually Toucans' team.
They all fucking smoke the ball right out too. It's funny, like seeing these guys, like old guys that. Just because we have DJ Randy, who is the DJ at Lighthouse Tavern.
Oh, okay, word.
And he plays, and he's an older fellow in his late 50s, maybe early 60s.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker, one day he hit the ball in like midfield, and like I looked. And I like turned my head to say something, and I looked back, and he was on fucking second base. I was like, "Holy fuck, Randy, you got fucking wheels for an old guy fucking with fucking AARP card and shit."
Yeah. The hardest part about running the bases is turning, though.
Yep.
Because you can't go full sprint.
No.
Like going through second or whatever, because you have to make the turn to third. So like you have to slow down a certain amount. That shit's always fucked. Like, you have to literally practice running the bases to be good at it.
Yeah, my team has to practice fucking everything before running the bases because we don't even get to the bases.
It's funny, though, because there's dudes that'll just always crush the ball out of the park.
Crush the ball
you can
out
see
of
it.
That's why they have it. It's a 3 home run rule. So after 3 home runs, it's an out for each home run you get.
Really?
Yeah, and when people play our team, we'll get guys that'll get at least like 3 more outs the entire game because they fucking just smack
Is
home
it
runs.
3 home runs per person or per team?
Per team. So like the team can only get 3 home runs per game.
That's hilarious.
So what you gotta do is load the bases and then hit one.
Yeah.
And then
they'll do that, and then they'll just have like a guy who's just like, the ball's in the perfect position, he'll fucking smack it because he knows how to swing a bat, and it just flies out, and he's like...
Dude, I remember playing softball in like high school, and that's the only time I played it was in high school. But there was a complete difference between when you were in just a boys class and then you were in a co-ed class.
Yeah.
I remember when it was a co-ed class, you could only do 1 base at a time per at-bat. So like if you were on first base and your team got a hit, you could only go to second.
Yeah. And I know like the co-ed adult softballs, I think it's like guys have to hit left-handed.
That's fucking hilarious.
Dude, I am left-handed, so I would just say I'm right-handed. And then I would just hit the way I always
That's the
hit.
equality we're looking for. Is there transgenders allowed in your softball league?
I wish. There probably is, maybe. My mom also plays, and she was like, yeah, you should wear a wig and play on our team. I was like, I'd probably be able to play better and fucking do a lot more.
See, if they did like a co-ed basketball league, it'd be like guys aren't allowed to shoot threes.
Yeah.
I just want to
and
do...
you can only have 1 base at a time.
I want to do volleyball next year. Volleyball. Yeah. I want to do softball.
I think a kickball league would be cool as shit.
They do. They have that too.
They do?
In Oswego?
Yeah.
Really?
Legends Field does kickball league. I think that would be fucking
Legends
sick
Field
too.
is the
Because
one
if you
by,
can't play fucking
the
kickball,
Yeah.
something's fucking... You need to stay at home.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Everybody
don't
can
ever
play
go out.
kickball, for fuck's sake. It's funny because like people would miss the ball.
League,
People would literally miss the ball in kickball.
Yeah.
And you always wanted the ball that was bouncing just a little bit so you could get under it and just rip it.
Yeah.
I always used to cheat the fuck out of kickball in school because I would wear steel-toed sneakers.
Yeah.
To gym class every day on the off chance that there would be a mat ball day.
True. Or in case it was something where you could kick someone in the leg.
Yeah, like soccer.
Yeah.
Break
that's
someone's shit.
I remember.
Oh, sorry. I'm wearing fucking
My
steel.
bad.
Damn, you got fucking steel feet, Jake. yeah.
We went to school at that fucking awful time. I'm assuming you guys went through this too, where they transitioned from using rubber dodgeballs to those foam
Oh yeah.
shitty
Definitely.
ones.
But
Well, when we played kick mat ball or whatever, they would
It
still
was
use
the rubber one, but
But when you played dodgeball, it was those weird like sheepskin.
But
type
me
things.
and me and Fire, we had Mr. McCall, so things were a lot different.
I
Dude,
had
Mr.
I had
McCall's
Parade.
class was get changed, and if you don't want to do anything, then sit on the bleachers.
Yeah, and
That's
then you were a
basically
tough
what I
guy
did.
for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
You were a tough guy. Is
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
you
that's
said?
what he
call
would
you
call
tough
it.
guy.
Tough guy. Oh, you're a tough guy. Can't play. Tough guy.
It's hilarious.
It was
And he
great.
also made tons of bank. I was told like someone that was close to his family was telling me he made like 90,000 or some shit a year. I was like sick.
Being a
Yeah,
gym
it's-
teacher.
Being a gym
That's
teacher.
that's the
So
drip.
he did it for like
40 years. Or
Yeah.
some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. He
Yeah.
really knew how to teach.
Yeah.
Teach gym.
called people tough guys and
I had
either egged
Yeah.
you on enough that you wanted to play or
Yeah.
you were just mocked for the rest of your life.
That's the thing. Is like, you really only had to play when you wanted to
Yeah.
do certain things. Like if we were having like a basketball thing where they would just bring about a bunch of basketballs and you just shoot around, it's like, okay, I'll go do that.
And then you go run the mile and he's like, tough guy, tough guy, tough guy.
Yeah, he's like jogging right upside you. Even though he never jogged ever in his life.
I remember when I played tennis, we do the tennis unit, and it was fucking bullshit because nobody wanted to play against me. So I would get in trouble for not having somebody to play tennis with.
Yeah.
I had Mrs. Dillon. Mrs. Dillon.
I
was
never
the
had
worst.
I never had any of the women.
She was super cool until gym class started.
Well, that was like, I mean, that was me in Halo 3, though.
Who did I have?
Yeah,
Parade.
like everybody didn't want to play because I was just
He
gonna.
was too good.
I was gonna plasma pistol him.
That's the only thing I'm allowed to brag about in my life is tennis. So I'm gonna choose to do that right now.
True. My boy Roger Federer.
Yeah, dude. Andre Agassi over here, dude. What's going on, guys? Fucking, I miss organized sports, man. They warn you about that when you're like graduating high school. They're like, good luck. You're gonna want to learn how to use all this gym equipment to work out because you're not gonna be able to just get people together to play pickleball.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you, dude. My friends are like, we're gonna be friends forever. We're gonna play pickleball every weekend. And it's like, I don't talk to anybody that I graduated with anymore.
Really?
Out of
No,
350 of us, I don't talk to anybody.
Well, that's what the reunion's for, dude.
Yeah. Then you're
Pickleball.
like just pickleball.
Yeah. And then you get like 2 beer tickets and you can't even get wasted.
Shit's the
yeah,
worst.
You don't even wanna
$90
talk to
because of the
anybody.
Broadwells.
Yep. $90 for 2 beer tickets.
Yeah.
So
We were
like-
talking about soda last time. And
Well, we had Joe on last time,
not last time, 2 weeks
2
ago.
times ago. Episode 69,
Yeah, whatever.
3 weeks ago.
But I still don't understand. Like I saw the Dr. Pepper cherry or whatever. Did you try that? Was it you
The
that tried that?
blue one?
The-
It's like the blue cherry or something.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's weird.
It's like the blueberry.
But it's like it already has 23 flavors, and then you're adding cherry.
so then it makes it 24.
Yeah,
I like that you guys are like looking at
kinda-
me every time.
it kind
you
of
close
freaked
out
me
a
out.
sentence.
I thought you were into the cherry thing, you know? Into the
Yeah, I
Dr.
thought you
Pepper
liked
thing.
cherries. What?
I don't.
You a maraschino cherry guy? Or?
No, I really like.
I don't know any other cherries.
Those,
I
are
like-
actually, those are the ones that are on the
Your ice
Sundays
cream.
and shit.
Yeah. I don't know. They're okay.
Those are good. I actually like those.
They're better than regular cherries for sure, but I don't like mandarin oranges really either.
I don't mind like a regular cherry.
I like
it's
regular
mostly
oranges.
pit. It's mostly pit though, and like so you have to like eat a little bit of it and then spit out the seed, which is the size of the cherry.
Yeah. See, I really like watermelon.
Yeah. Well, you can get like the thing is like if you get seedless watermelon, it's like not as
It's
good.
kind of like
Yeah.
cheating. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. It's just
You can
they-
just eat the watermelon seeds anyway. I don't see what the big deal is.
No, yeah, there's really not a big
I
deal.
mean, you could, I
can't
guess.
eat them.
but-
Yeah, just like apple seeds. People
Or-
think I'm crazy because I eat the core of an apple. When I eat an apple, it's like you can do it.
Tovar used to do that shit too. He used to fucking
Yeah.
eat the whole apple in
Yeah.
like one bite.
Jesus,
Yeah,
that is sad.
I remember him showing me that once. It was fucking crazy.
boy's got a
Literally
big
like
mouth.
1.5 bites of an apple and it was gone.
Why.
Because you can.
Because you can. Why not?
Yeah.
guess,
Nobody ever
but-
stopped to ask whether or not he should. Whether or not he can is what it was.
Yeah, I feel like it just wouldn't taste that good, right? Like I
No.
feel like the only part that tastes good is the part you're supposed to eat.
I like strawberries too. But, you know, we're just going to get back to the fucking kiwi debate about how you can eat kiwi with the fur on it and it's not weird. And it tastes better with the fur on it. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Discuss.
I don't know.
You
I don't.
Never had
I
a
don't.
kiwi?
I've had kiwi, yeah, but I've never eaten it with the fur on it. With
I
the
don't think
peel.
so either. I think it's usually cut up. Yeah,
You can just eat the kiwi whole. It's actually really good.
kiwi is actually pretty damn
Yeah.
good.
Kiwi's a superfood.
I
think.
saw that. What the fuck's that one fruit they got? I saw it at Walmart today.
the white one.
It was no. It's like it sort of looks like a flower. It's red. It's a dragon fruit. Looks
Star
like it's
fruit?
like
Oh,
flowering.
yeah,
no,
it could be.
star
Yeah,
fruits
like
are
passion
yellow.
fruit or
Dragon
something.
fruit,
It's like
yeah.
green, and then it looks like a reddish yellow kind of petal.
Yeah.
Shit's delicious.
I've never had one, and I
Oh.
saw it today, and I was like, maybe I want to buy it, and I completely forgot.
There's probably
ended up
fruits
getting
that people don't
Surefine
even
stuff.
know exist. You know,
I had
there's like
mango for the
fruits
first time.
underwater. and
You guys
shit.
tried those Miracle Berry tablets? You got to get them on Amazon, and they make like anything that's like super sour or bad tasting, really sweet.
It sounds like
I've heard of them.
They changed.
it sounds like they're just trying to get your credit card information, like a miracle berry.
That's what they're called. But like a guy when I worked at Lowe's, a guy had bought them, and we each had one, and I can't remember what the fuck he got. Was it like toxic waste candies or something? Extremely fucking sour.
Like these.
Yeah, and
It's literally
like,
toxic.
super fucking sour. And he was like, "All right." And I remember trying one, and like, you're supposed to let it dissolve on your tongue,
Yeah.
but like he handed them to us, and then was saying this, and I just like popped it in my mouth and chewed it up, and then I like threw the toxic waste in my mouth, and I was just like, "This is really fucking sour. These don't work." And he's like, "Did you let it dissolve on your tongue and
Yeah, you
sit?"
did it
And I
wrong.
was just like, "Nah, I just chewed it up." He's like, "That's why." So then I did it like I put one on and then let it dissolve, and I had another one, and it wasn't as sour. It was pretty good, but
He was trying to be sneaky, dude.
I wasn't trying to be sneaky at all. You would clearly heard me grab it.
definitely. What is it?
Miracle berry tablets.
Miracle Berry tablets. Damn, sour to sweet.
Do you prefer beer or hard liquor?
Hard liquor, definitely.
See, for me, it's like tough because like I like the taste of beer.
I don't. It depends.
It's like if I'm drinking to get
Some
drunk,
beers.
for sure it's hard liquor. But like,
Why would
I'm
you
a
drink?
I'm a captain guy.
Yeah. I like gin.
Captain and Diet Coke. I fucking drink those all day and all night. Ask fucking Brandon and Shane Dunsmore. One night we went out. I think it was like when Ferris wheel like first opened.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say it was when FIFA came out.
FIFA 16.
yeah, that was the good one. FIFA Street.
FIFA came out. We played FIFA for 6 hours. You know, we were like, you know what? Let's go to Hurricanes.
So we went to Ferris wheel and they were doing. It was like mug night, but they were doing mixed drink pitchers. And it was like $6 or $9 for a pitcher, and they were putting 6 ounces of liquor in each pitcher. And I drank 5 of those bitches, 5 pitchers to
pitchers.
myself.
Yeah.
6
I was
ounces.
fucked up. I
That's
found
like 12 shots.
Well, Hurricanes used to have the fish bowls and shit.
They still do. They're
Yeah.
fucked. They won't let you drink one on your own either.
no.
If you order one, you have to be with somebody else. Otherwise, they won't give you one.
I am with somebody.
Yeah.
It was just vodka though. Like it wasn't really anything special.
It's literally just a hurricane. It's like 32-ounce Hurricane. So did
Well,
you black out?
Nah, I walked, and me and Shane Dunsmore sat at the bar, and we like, I guess we were from Brandon's point. We were real assholes, but we just sat there and kept drinking and talking to each other and shit. And they were selling pizza. They had pizza, and I kept buying pizza and eating pizza.
At the Ferris
And
wheel?
At the Ferris wheel, they used to sell pizza.
That's fucking awesome.
So we left, started walking across the bridge, and like I had my hoodie on, and I reach into my fucking pocket and I pull out a whole slice of pizza, and I was like, wow, like, how long have I had this fucking piece of pizza in my fucking sweater pocket?
That's hilarious.
So I ate that shit walking home. I was pumped.
That's fucked.
I don't
It was-
know.
that was-
I don't recall many times where I've had food in my pockets. you know?
Exactly. I didn't even know that shit was there. Like when, like I must have been like, "Yo, we're leaving." I was just like,
right,
put it
hold
in my
on.
pocket and fucking walked out.
That's actually a baller move.
Yeah,
I
it
did
is.
that.
I mean, you're
like,
gonna get some limp, but it's not like it's not deal breaking, you know.
We used to, when Dan and I would play Pokemon Go, we'd stop at McDonald's and each get like 2 20 pieces and put them in our hoodie pocket.
Yeah.
And then you just like pull out
Solid,
20
yeah.
pieces.
Yeah,
And then women flock to you because they like chicken nuggets.
Yep.
yeah, they do.
Just like,
Oh, you have chicken nuggets?
and Pokemon Go?
I'll fuck you.
Bitches love chicken.
Only
nuggets,
if it's raw.
I was gonna say, I went to the Ferris. The Ferris wheel is such a weird bar, man, because it'll go
Last
from being
time-
like wicked chill to immediately being like, oh my god, everybody here is still in high school.
Yep.
Like within 2
Well,
seconds.
last time I went there, I was who was it? Someone asked me to come down there, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll come down. And I went down, and like it was just a bunch of like some kids I saw that were like, oh, hey, Dom, you don't hate me, do you? I'm like, bud, no.
That's always
that's
the
what,
best way
you
to start
don't
a
hate me,
That's
conversation.
the
right? I was like,
intro.
nah, bud. I was like, you're cool. And then I was drinking and
Could've
shit,
been me,
and then
honestly.
someone was talking about like having money. Some kid was, yeah, like I just got this car, blah blah blah. And I remember being
fucking
really,
hate
was it
when they
really
do that,
fucking
dude.
drunk, really fucking drunk. And I stood up and I like lifted up my shirt and I was like, yo, fuck you, I got the most money. I was like, you see this insulin pump and this CGM bitch? $20,000. I was like, more than your fucking car. And
Yeah, I could sell this shit right now.
You just
I was like, I'm balling.
pull it out, you just go pale.
I'm richer than you.
Oh man.
I was like,
hilarious.
I'm half fucking Android.
Yup. You're like Bishop from Aliens, dude.
Yeah, you're plugged in, dude. Plugged in all the time.
It's amazing.
Always. Yo, that was the highlight of that night. Telling
it's
a bunch of fucking like college kids and high school kids that I had more money than that.
It's so annoying, dude. I hate when like I've seen kids like that I know on Instagram like flashing like $100 bills and shit.
I like it.
It's like,
Dude,
dude,
I
what?
saw,
like what?
Sick.
I could go to the ATM. Like, are you
And withdraw.
There's a kid I like. He's not like, we're not best friends, but him and I always got along. You know, do you know Tony Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
he's the one I just saw, I think.
It might have been him.
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was him.
Well, he went to Turning Stone yesterday. And he won like $600, and
That's
like
probably what it was.
hilarious because I was on Snapchat and I was like, "Oh shit!" Tony posted these at
Yeah,
Turning
I saw
Stone.
that because he was with
I noticed it on, I think I
Dan.
saw it on
Yeah.
his Instagram. I was like,
Yeah,
what? Why?
it was
Why
like
do
it
you
was
have
like
so
a
much
ticket,
money?
and it was like $580 payout, and I'm like, what? Then the next picture was just like Tony
Cash.
just going like,
yeah.
like with kids like that, it's hilarious because Tony's doing it in like a
I like Tony though.
yeah.
Like,
I
the
like,
funny thing
Tony's
is, like,
hilarious.
it's like this.
You know he's doing it to
weird,
like because people that are friends with him think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
People that hate him get so mad when he does shit.
Oh,
like
you got
that.
$600.
Yeah.
They don't know why. They just think he's flaunting it, and he's like, "Nah, I
funny,
won
though,
this
'cause
at
you
the
s-
casino."
You see a lot of people do it though. It's
Yeah.
fucking. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I have a
Whenever I
hilarious
see it, bud, I
story.
just lift up the shirt.
Yep.
Yeah, like
Just
Like,
lift
sup,
up the
bitch?
shirt. What's up, motherfucker?
Yup.
Got more money on my body.
That's
than
40 trips to the casino for this pump, bitch.
yeah. Dude, you like lay it down. You're like playing poker or some shit. You just throw
You're
it
just like,
down.
I'm all in.
I'm gonna die after this. Fuck.
Literally, that's all in, dude. Like you're straight up betting your life.
I remember. I have because the pump I have now is like the newest model, and I had the oldest model for the longest
What's
time.
what is the what is
This
it
one
do?
plays Doom.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Doom, and it's really bad.
Yeah. It has Minecraft on it.
It's got 512
My son plays
megabytes
with
of
it
RAM.
constantly. He's like, Dad, let me get on Minecraft. I'm like, fuck, that's my insulin.
Whoa, that's your pump?
yeah, bud.
They're porting.
What?
So
I thought
so
that was
like
an
this
MP3
new
player
one,
this whole
this
time.
one, new one.
I thought that was a Zoom.
I don't have it on me because I ran out of it.
It's also
But
a vape.
there's yeah. There's it's called the CGM, continuous glucose monitor. So it checks my blood. I don't have to prick my fingers or anything when I have it.
Yeah.
It just checks my blood sugar. It sits on my stomach somewhere and checks my blood sugar for me every 5 minutes. Sends the numbers to my phone and then sends the numbers directly to my pump.
Is it Bluetooth?
Can you
or?
feel it
Yeah.
when it's pumping or no?
can I feel it? No.
Is it just pumping constantly?
Yeah. So it pumps a certain amount of units constantly to keep my blood sugar at a
level.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And you do that rather than like, because I know
having to give myself fucking shots and shit.
Yeah,
That sucks,
and
yeah.
I knew there was a teacher at the high school. I think it was Miss
even
Mishra had diabetes.
pricking yourself would suck
It's
all
a
the
pain
time.
in the
you know?
ass. Yeah, my hands are all welted.
Yeah.
But I remember for like, it was like a month straight working, and I was always out fucking far away. I was in like Weedsport, and my pump, I had an older one, and the warranty happened to be out, and it shit the bed while I was working, so I was like, fuck. But I'm working, so my blood sugar, because if I don't have it, and I'm just like fucking doing whatever, my blood sugar can go up.
Yeah.
But because I'm working, running around delivering beer, I'm exerting a lot of energy, so
Yeah.
it kept it leveled.
Well, it's like
but
you
So
would
it's
you
like
feel
it's
it
like
though, if you-
Crank, right? Like the movie
Essentially.
Crank. It's like,
Yeah.
So I went home pissed. I called the company, and they sent me a loaner one, and they were like, all right, you can have the loaner one for a month until you get a new one. Make sure you either send it back within the month, or you have to file out a new claim for it, or we charge you $5,000. And I was like, sick, for this old ass pump? Whatever, fuck it.
Yeah.
And then I had it for like 2 weeks, and this loaner pump fucking died in Weedsport. And I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I was pissed. I was calling them. I was like, yo, this fucking, you guys are trying to tell me that I'm going to be charged $5,000 if I don't return this in a month, and it's fucking dead already. And they're just
Right.
like, we'll send you out a new one, but you got to you have to sign a new fucking waiver and shit. And I was like,
Well, if you don't have one, can you feel like when shit fluctuates?
yeah. So if like my blood sugar is low, I can feel it as it's starting to dip, because I'll either get lightheaded,
Yeah, you get like
or I get like my body just, it's weird feeling. It like feels light.
right, yeah.
I'm not full,
Yeah.
and then it starts going downhill where I get shaky or I get like agitated really easily. So if I'm like working and I start putting away beer, and like I catch something that isn't put away the right way, or like one of the store people may have fucked up, or even I fucked up like the last time I was there, I'll get wicked pissed about, like, what fucking idiot did this? I'm like freaking out in my head. I'm like going, and then I'm like, yo, I need to eat, and I'll go get like fucking gummy bears or something. I'll eat like a handful of gummy bears, and I'll drink a soda, and I'm like, why was I fucking PMSing over that?
That's crazy. And like you'll feel it instantly. Like if
Yeah.
you have orange juice or soda or whatever, you
Essentially, it's like 5 to 10 minutes, and then like I feel fine.
Yeah, as soon as
That
it's in
shit's
like your
nuts, dude.
bloodstream.
But when
Diabetes
my
is the
blood sugar's
weirdest
starting to
fucking
go up,
disease.
like my mouth gets dry, I get really thirsty. I'm constantly having to piss.
Yeah. Do bitches love to pump though?
They fucking love it, especially
they
when I.
really? That's
what I was
when
thinking.
When I fuck them and I throw it under their leg, I just like whip it under the leg. I'm like,
you have an otter box that thing, dude.
I do. I have one. I have like a little case that it sits in that I like can hang on my belt and shit, like a clip. I just like throw it under the leg, or if I'm really going at it,
Yeah, because it seems like that might
I'll
get
just take it
stuck-
off.
Might get caught on something, you know?
oh, bud, it gets caught all the fucking time
on
on
like,
shit
your
and
dick?
rips right out.
Oh, does that hurt?
Sometimes, yeah, it fucking kills. But like, definitely, like sometimes I'll sleep with a girl and she'll be into getting choked. And I'm like, you want this wrapped around your neck?
No, you
This
don't.
cord?
No, you don't.
or when I sleep with single moms, and my blood sugar goes low during sex.
Right.
I get all their kids' juice. Like, no lie, I get to drink their kids' juice. I'm
That's
like,
cool.
yo, like I'm gonna die here in your bed if I don't drink your kids' juice.
Yeah.
Give me the juicy juice.
Drinking out of sippy
You're just like
cups and
sipping
shit,
on a
like-
Capri Sun while you're getting blown.
Literally, it's happened,
Juice
man.
boxes.
It's really happened.
You're opening
Now,
up
do
the
you
kids
feel
like
like-
lunch
do you-
pail.
Do you feel like do you feel like you get more pussy with the pump? Like, do you think if
I
you
don't
didn't
know,
have the
man.
pump, you'd get less pussy?
I don't know.
I feel like you get freaky types. They're like,
Choke me with that fucking cord.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
beat me with your pump.
yeah.
Yeah.
You ever you ever been with a freaky bitch that was like, hey, let's trade pumps while we fuck?
Yo,
Trade
fucking
pumps.
inject me with it.
Oh,
No, but
Fuck me.
I've
Yeah,
majority
let me
of
try
girls
out
that
your
I've
pump.
slept with have like told me they're like worried. They're like, is that what if I pull that out? And I was like, it'll hurt for a second, I guess, and then
Yeah.
like I'll have sex with you and I'll leave to go put in another.
Yeah.
Like I'll leave you and that like pull it out so that after we fuck I can just go.
Yeah, like I'll just get another boner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that'll be my excuse for leaving.
Yeah.
So we covered 2 of the 3 topics that I wanted to cover with you was diabetes, which we can still go on with.
Yo,
He's
we
like, I
could
couldn't
always
wait
go
to
on.
talk about
Eagle
that.
Beverage, which was pretty solid. My Aunt Denise works there. I don't know if you know her. Denise.
Yeah, she's the HR. I love Denise.
Yeah, Denise is the shit. I love my Aunt Denise.
Yeah, she's great. I don't know her.
But I also wanted to talk about the greatest cartoon of all time, which is King of the Hill.
King of the Hill is literally my favorite fucking show on the planet.
It's
Except what was it the other day? The other day I
do
posted
the
I
Jake
posted
move.
a meme about like it was about Peggy Hill and I was hoping that some girl would like it or someone else some girl would share it and I'd be like, you know, Peggy Hill isn't the fucking smart. She's literally like the dumbest character on the show. So I can make fun of somebody.
because they just don't know enough.
They don't know, yeah. I've turned so many people on to King of the Hill. I when I sleep with girls, that's what I'll watch. Like I'll put on King of the Hill. Like
When you're done,
while I'm
honestly-
going. I've done it multiple times.
You just entered.
I'm just
and you're
like,
hold on.
I'm like Netflix and chill. We're watching Hulu and King of the Hill. You're getting the dick while
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fucking watching Hank make fun
Oh
of
yeah, it
somebody.
is on Hulu. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I don't know.
seasons.
I guess I don't know. I never got into it just because. Maybe I haven't given it a fair enough chance.
You
but-
gotta-
have to. You've got. There's like certain episodes that you can watch, and you'll just watch. You'll watch them, and you'll be like, because the jokes are really. They're essentially like a shit ton of just like really simple,
like non
Dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I felt like
but
it
their
was
their puns are just like if you don't get that like, because in the show they'll make a joke towards one of the characters who's like stupid and doesn't get the joke.
right.
And that's what makes it good. It's like
it-
it's
yeah,
so
like-
simple that you should understand. But then even there's people who I've watched the show with and like I don't get it, and I was like, then that even makes it even better.
Yeah.
Is it
You're
like
fucking
Rick and Morty
retarded.
where you have to have a really high IQ?
Oh my god! Don't get me started on that shit. There's a girl that's like, I took out on a date and she talked about Rick and Morty. And I was just like, Rick and Morty's fucking stupid.
And then
I was
she
like, you're really
yeah.
fucking smart. And she's like, oh well, it's got real. And I was like, don't fucking say it's got real anything in it.
And then she turned around and then she looked back and you were gone. Dude,
I
the
was
dude from,
not paying for this fucking dinner.
Ethan Klein from H3 just had the creator on there, and he was like making fun of all the people that make the memes and talk about how you have to have an IQ and shit.
He was talking about how like the episode that's rated the best is actually the one they hated the most
Yeah,
because it was
that's
like
usually
it was
what
like
it
the
is,
simplest. It was because it was the one where they had the superheroes of the. I don't know. I watch Rick and Morty. I don't. It's just like The Office. I don't tell
Yeah.
people I watch The Office.
I watched like
And I
the
don't
first-
I never watched The Office until last year. I'd
Yeah.
never seen
It's
The
not
Office.
bad. It's
I
just-
love it.
It's
I
just
loved it.
not like
My ex showed me. She was like, "You ever watch The Office?" And I was like, "No." Like everyone talked about it. And I just like didn't care to
I-
watch it
I
because
didn't
I always
watch
heard
it.
everyone talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't watch it until a couple years back, and then I was like, "Well, this show's
Fucking
really
hilarious.
fucking
it's good. It's good. I just like it's funny to me when I
I
see
had never
people-
watched Parks and Rec either.
I won't watch.
I
Parks
started
and Rec.
watching it like
It's
this
fu-
past
It's
year.
funny show.
It's that
Yeah.
Parks and Rec rubs me the wrong way, simply because it just seems like The Office for people with like high functioning autism.
It's a lot like The Office. It
like
definitely
like
is.
the jokes and the
There-
plot have to be
Because
like
there's a
laid
lot
out
of
with pictures.
there's a lot of shows that are exactly similar.
yeah,
Community.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was essentially the
Community's
same.
not bad.
I like
Community's
Community a lot.
good.
I like Community a lot.
Same with what was it? 30
30
Rock?
Rock.
30 Rock,
yeah.
yeah. It's like
That show was pretty good. It wasn't I don't think it was as funny as The Office
Yeah.
or even like Community,
No.
but it was still good.
I think it's because those shows are so relatable.
Yeah.
Well, they're also like broad appeal shows,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
NBC
exactly.
shows where like your family can watch it.
Brooklyn
kind of thing.
Nine-Nine.
Yeah,
never,
heard that's
I've
good.
never watched.
that one's
I used
still
to
on,
love,
I think. That's the one with Andy
uh,
Samberg.
and Terry Crews.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I used to love Modern Family in The Middle. The Middle was hilarious because it was just about like a lower middle class family living in Indiana.
Yeah, I've seen
And it was
some of that,
like,
too.
but like you said, it was just such a broad appeal. I mean, King of the Hill is a really broad appeal too, but I think people look too much into it. Like they're like looking
expect
for
way
something
too-
offensive or something, and it's just
and it's just not. It's only offensive to fucking people with like really low IQ, like basic.
I felt
Like they're looking for high comedy,
yeah.
but it's good comedy is from how small the jokes are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe,
So,
maybe
like-
that's what I like. It didn't grab me because I was like, well, I don't feel like It didn't feel like. I don't know, kind of like what you're saying. It wasn't giving me like these.
It doesn't really
flat
grab your.
Yeah.
It doesn't grab your
So
attention.
there's
anymore.
Right.
there's a good episode where
It felt like it was
they-
on this level the whole time.
Yeah.
Instead of like a
yeah
up
where
and
they had
down
like
sort
one
of
big
thing.
joke and then
Yeah.
so there's one episode where Nancy Dale's wife who she cucks him
Yeah.
essentially and he has no idea, like that's a big part of the comedy is like and everyone knows
The meta knowledge.
Yeah. Everybody in the show knows that Nancy's been cheating on Dale.
him and
with
that
John
like his
Redcorn.
kid isn't his, but he like his character believes that the kid's his and shit.
The kid believes.
Yeah. They're different skin colored, like different everything. And he's just like, yeah, well, aliens did it. Like,
Yeah.
it plays
That seems
like he's
reasonable.
paranoid, fucking government, and it just
It's wicked good.
it plays into it so well that it just like, it's
I
funny.
love
That's
the-
what's funny.
the fucking.
But the episode where Nancy loses her job because she doesn't know fucking weather, she just knows what they tell her to say.
Yeah.
So when they actually
like a
hire
teleprompter.
a meteorologist and she like loses her job, they go and they steal a news van to report on like a huge forest fire and shit. And Dale runs in and or they yell to Dale. They're like, "Dale, we're gonna steal the news van," and he's like, "That's the perfect crime. How can they report it?" Like that is funny.
My favorite line, and it's my caption for my fucking Facebook picture, and I knew you were gonna heart it when I posted it, and it's just like Hank spends the whole episode just doing shit, or not the whole episode, but there's a scene where he's just mowing the lawn, and like this group of like angsty teenagers like runs by, and he's like, why would anybody do drugs when he could just mow a lawn? Like he just doesn't understand like people that do anything outside of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because he's like, my life's fine.
Super, just super.
He's just like, I don't understand why
living is so simple-minded, so common,
So set in his ways.
that his life, even though it's not great, like he's a propane salesman.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it's simple, like easy stuff. But he loves it.
Yeah.
Like that's the greatest thing that
I mean,
he
the thing
could do.
is, like, there's people that are like that, though.
Yeah. Like when there's fucking the episode where they bring in the younger dude and he makes the joke about lasagna and like that's what she said and all that whole that like any joke that's centered around the propane, like Strickland propane, is amazing.
Oh yeah.
And like the episode where they sell Sugarfoots to Hank and Peggy. Or
Oh yeah,
Hank and
because
Peggy run it, and
because
they get a divorce.
Hank, yeah, the Strickland, Buck Strickland gets a divorce with his wife because she knows he's fucking other women, and then like so he gives Hank all of his assets and shit, and the woman that he's sleeping with, who also works there, she's now mad because he's not the boss. He doesn't have anything. So like she tries sleeping with Hank, and Hank's like, "No, what? I don't want your advances." And like she's trying to like sleep with him and shit. And then Buck Strickland's wife tries to sleep with him to get back at her husband, and she like calls him and she's like, there's a propane emergency, and he's like, I'm on my way, and he gets there and it's like her hot tub and shit, and he like fixes it, and she gets butt naked in front of him. He's like, whoa, what is this? He's like, I thought this was just a propane emergency. And she's like, why don't you have a glass of champagne with me? And he was like, no. And he's
I'm on
like,
the clock.
Yeah.
An emergency could happen anytime or
Well,
something.
how many seasons are there?
Oh my
13.
God, yeah, there's like
The one, the
Because
best
I feel
one,
like it's been on for a long time. Is this? Are
Came
they
out
still
like
making
no,
episodes or
97
no?
now.
I wish.
They're all done.
Brittany Murphy died, the voice of
Yeah.
Luann, and Tom Petty died,
Yep.
who was Buck.
Lucky.
Yeah,
Didn't
that's what I meant.
they? Now, who's the creator of that show?
The guys that did Beavis and Butthead.
Mike
Yeah,
Judge.
I
Mike
thought so,
Judge,
yeah. Okay. I probably would like it.
I love it.
It's
Like
just
the
like
For the
first
episode where Bobby learns self-defense at the Y, and it's him kicking.
That's my purse!
He goes to a woman's self-defense because the boxing one is fucking filled, and he's like, sir, not. He tells the guy, he's like, all we have open is women's self-defense, but that wouldn't be right for you. And he was like, sir, nothing about the YMCA is right for me. So they send him to the girls one, and they're like asking him, they're like, you know, this is a woman's self-defense class, right? We're trying to keep things,
women.
yeah, essentially.
yeah. Segregated.
Or like a comfort. We're trying to keep a comfort level, a certain comfort zone. And he's like, Miss, there's nothing else for me to do. There's no other classes for me to take, and I need to learn how to self-defense because I'm a victim too. And she's like, all right, you can stay. And he's like, thanks. And then this guy, the other guy that he saw in the class, puts on the uniform to get fucking kicked in the balls, the foam suit. And she's like, all right, you can go first. And she's telling them, well, at first she tells them, she's like, a woman is, you should always be, you should always use everything to your ability if you're being attacked. And she like grabs this one woman's hand and she's like, this big engagement ring, that's beautiful. And then she's like, pepper spray, your purse, and always attack the man's most vulnerable spot, his testicles.
Yeah.
And
Testicles.
she like blows on a whistle and she's like, that's my purse, I don't know you. Kicks the guy in the balls and he's like, ugh! Drops to his knees and shit, gets back up, and then she points to Bob and she's like, all right, you go. See, I don't hate men. And he's like, he gets up there and he's like, that's my purse, I don't know. And she's like, no, you gotta scream it. You gotta put some life into it. And he's like, that's my purse, I don't know you. Kicks the guy in the balls, feels empowered by women self-defense, goes around kicking everybody in the fucking nuts. Until he has to fight his mom.
My favorite line is when the one bully corners him. And he's like, am I going to do it? Yes. When am I going to do it? I don't know. Could be today. Could be tomorrow.
Could be now.
Could
and
be-
he kicks him right in the balls.
And then they go to like...
My favorite line is when he fights his mom and he goes to kick her in the crotch and she's like, you would know I don't have testicles. And that
Does
Asian
it still hurt him though? I would imagine.
technically,
right?
I would assume. But the Asian neighbor, he goes, she's bluffing, finish her. So fucking
Dude, I remember
funny, just
I
kills him.
fucking kicked one of my friends in the nuts so hard one time that he lifted off the. He was actually off the ground.
He puked.
He was down for quite some time, and then I ran away. It was like after like
Definitely
the
is.
last day of high school.
It's definitely not the best.
It doesn't feel good.
No, not usually, no.
No, because like we
You
did
can
that a
watch
lot in
them
high
things.
school though. Like just like the
Yeah.
quick ones, because
Get
you can just do a quick one like that, and it'll just
Yeah.
be 5 minutes of
Of fucking
actual
pain.
I
Yeah.
had a cousin that got in a fight in school, and he got kicked, and he got they twisted around each other.
Yeah, that
And
shit
he had
is.
to go and like get them fucking fixed.
Ow, dude. It's like enough to where it'll actually like debilitate you. Like you'll actually be down. Like there's nowhere else you can hit that will actually, well, maybe like a good
Your
liver
knees,
shot,
if you
like
get-
a
if you
boss
get a
root
good hit
liver
in the
shot,
knee.
you know.
Maybe
Well,
if,
yeah,
if we hit you with the pump, that would hurt probably. Like if
No,
we punched
I mean
that.
it doesn't. Not
No?
the only time it really hurts is if like I put it in a spot where, because I switch it from left to right every
Where does
3
it have
days.
to
I
be?
have to
Is there a
change.
specific spot?
Always like the best area is in the stomach.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because it's doesn't have far to travel.
Does the needle go all the way in?
No, it's not even like so. I
Oh.
use a needle to initially put it in, but it's just a small catheter that sits in a few layers of skin and fat, and then it pumps the insulin in, and it travels its way. I don't know how, but it makes its way.
Have you always had, like, how long have you had it
since
for?
fucking 2007?
So
right
how
before
did
I
you
moved
find
here.
out though? Like,
I got
what-
fucking wicked sick, so I was in high school.
and then they diagnosed
I
you.
was essentially so. It's,
Wait, where did
it's
you
a
live
funny
before
story.
Oswego?
I always torture my mom. I lived in Middletown, New York, like Orange County area. So
Okay.
I always torture my mom with the story and to make her feel really bad about it.
That's the move.
But
Yeah, it is the movie.
but so I was sick, and I thought I would like had the flu and shit, and I was walking to school because the bus at the time. Our school was huge. Our high school, I think, had like 2,000 plus kids in it.
That's pretty sick.
No, it was the high school. It was like 2,000 plus kids for like one. I think for like
Each class.
essentially, yeah. There was just so many fucking kids.
I wouldn't even be able to tell you how many we had. Like,
Our
Oswego High School was like 1,200 for the whole school. Because I
Yeah.
think there's like 300 kids per class.
Yeah. We had a fucking insane amount of fucking kids. This was a pretty big high school. So our bus was packed. Like, there was fucking 3 people to each seat. And high school, there's not fucking a whole lot of people that are my size.
No.
It's a lot of big motherfuckers.
right?
So I stopped fucking taking the bus or trying to take the bus, and I'd walk with my friends. And it was easily like a 4-mile walk. So I'd have to wake up fucking crazy early, like fucking 4 a.m., leave at 5 to get there at fucking like 7.
Yeah.
I'd walk with my friends, and then after a while, I thought I was like coming down with something. I was like always hot, constantly dehydrated and thirsty, running fevers and shit.
Yeah. So you just knew something was going on.
I thought I was sick, and I stopped. I didn't go to school for like 3 weeks. I didn't go to school, and I was just like, I can't move. I had weighed like, I think it was like 120 pounds, and I lost within like a month. I weighed, it was like 90 pounds.
Jesus.
Yeah, because essentially what was happening was my blood sugar was so high. You make it's called ketones,
Yeah.
and it's the acid starts burning the fat in your stomach and in your body, and starts dumping off into your urine. So I was constantly pissing, dehydrated, and it went on for like a month. And I was diagnosed October 28th.
And it's like you're still eating regular, like a
Yeah,
regular
I was
food.
like eating food, but then it
So
got to
you're
the point where
getting-
I couldn't even drink water. Like if I drank water, I would just puke.
yeah.
Like I could not hold anything down because the acid in my stomach was so high.
Mm-hmm.
The pH would just burn up everything and fucking just hurt. So I'm sick, and I was like, my mom was planning. She was planned on going to Six Flags with my older sister. And I kept telling her, I was like, Mom, I'm fucking sick. Like, I need to go to the doctors or something. She's like, oh, you just have a really bad case of the flu. You need to drink water and go sleep. And I was
Yeah,
just
but
like,
remember,
I'm
drinking
fucking-
water doesn't work.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like I'm dying. And she's just like, you're just really sick. Try to get some sleep. I'll be home later. And I was just like, okay. She leaves. A couple hours go by, and I like just fucking essentially stumble and about pass out into my parents' bedroom, and my stepdad's on this computer, and I'm like, I'm gonna die, like right now I'm gonna die. And he looks at me and he's like, we gotta take you to the doctor.
Yeah.
So he rushes me to the pediatric doctor, and these fucking idiots, they look at me and they're like, we don't know what's wrong with him. He's got the flu maybe. And he's like, nah, this isn't the fucking flu. Like, he's gonna fucking die. And they're like, well, we'll get him an ambulance, which was like 2 miles away. And he's like, I'm not fucking getting an ambulance. That shit is gonna cost For him to be in an ambulance to get to the hospital is going to cost me like $700 because we didn't have insurance. And he's like, I'm not paying $700
to go 2 miles.
Yeah. You're like,
So he
I'll
drove
just
me to
drag
the
him.
hospital.
I'll drag him. I'll put him on
Yeah,
a leash.
literally lifted me up and carried me out, put me in the car and shit, drove to the hospital, ran me into the ER, and he was like, I think my stepson's dying. And they looked at me, and the doctor came out instantly, and he was just like, this kid's got diabetes. Because when your blood sugar's high, and high for so long, that ketone and that pH has like a sweet scent to it.
Yeah.
And he could smell it on my breath and shit. He's like, he's got he's in ketoacidosis. His blood sugar's through the roof. So I ended up taking a fucking, I think my stepdad was like, it was like $2,700 fucking ambulance ride to another hospital, to a children's hospital for like diabetes and shit.
Is that mostly what's going to cause it? Just high blood sugar?
High blood sugar, yeah, can put you in ketoacidosis. Low blood sugar, you can pass out. And
right.
Just
You got to eat a cookie or something.
Yeah.
You know?
They give you a glucagon shot, which is like essentially pure sugar. It's like frosting.
Yeah.
But you can like, they were always like, yeah, I had to show a bunch of my friends like how to use, like Brandon and Mike Hennessy and shit, like how to use it. Because I was always with them. I was like, yeah, if I like pass out, check my blood sugar, see what it is. And if it's fucking below this certain point, take this thing out, shake it up, pull it, and fucking like stab me in the butt or something.
They just inject you with like one of those big cake things. With the bag.
Yeah, like a whip topping thing. They just fucking plug you with it, shove it up your ass.
But it was. So I get
That's
to the
crazy.
hospital. They have me on an IV, and I was in ICU for like 3 days, and then in a regular room for like, I don't know, like 4 more days. And when my mom finally got back, I was like,
wait, she stayed at Six Flags this whole time?
Like they left, but they were in Six
She
Flags.
was on
in
the ride of
Jersey.
steel,
Oh,
dude.
okay.
And so she came back, and I told you I was fucking dying. And she felt so bad.
Now you just hold that over her head.
Essentially, I'm always just like, yeah, remember that time you almost let me die?
Yeah. Remember when I was dying?
Yeah.
And you were at Six Flags?
She's like, I didn't know, I had no idea. And she's like, I left right as soon as I found out. We rushed. And I was like, I know. It was funny because
Well, it's hard. I mean, you can't really know. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like you would.
you're not a fucking doctor.
Yeah.
You're not the emergency.
I mean, what are
like
you
even
gonna
the
think?
fucking people at the pediatric place didn't fucking know.
They're like,
Idiots.
Yeah,
this kid
exactly.
just needs a
Water.
granola bar.
yeah, he's fine.
But
He's just dehydrated.
Give him some.
I remember my
milk.
grandma
still have
my grandma visited me like every day, and because I could only have 3 meals a day, and they were cut at a certain carb ratio.
Yeah.
So it was like only 75 carbs that I could eat. So it was literally like I could have 1 potato and like 1 meat
Yeah.
and greens, because the meat and the greens don't have carbs to them. But it wasn't anything good because it was in the hospital. So it was like 1 hot dog and some
Yeah.
chips.
Yep.
Yeah.
So my grandma, because I was fucking hungry, I'm a grown boy, and I weighed 90 pounds, so I like needed to eat a lot. She would bring me like cold cuts and fucking cheese, and I just roll them up sandwich and just fucking
Yeah,
eat
yeah.
cold cuts and cheese.
Yeah, that's serious.
She'd bring me like 3 pounds, and I'd go through it I'd go through it all in like 1 day.
Jesus, that's awesome.
And I remember because it was October 28th when I was diagnosed in the hospital. Halloween came and I was still in the fucking hospital. Just got diabetes in Halloween, and they fucking made me walk around the hospital with other sick kids and get candy. And I was just like, sick, bud. Like, I got this fucking bucket of candy that I'm not going to eat.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, you can't eat that, but you can give it to like your brother or sister. And I was just like, you guys are fucking cocks.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And once I moved, here, and I got my new endocrinologist, which is like diabetic doctor. He's just like, yeah, he's like, you can eat whatever you want, just got to keep an eye on it. And I was like, thank God. Other dickhead was like, no, you can only eat this many carbs.
Right.
You're never gonna get on anything else. You're always gonna just do shots.
Yeah.
He's just
strict
prick.
diet. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Now look at me, I'm fucking half android.
Yep.
Yeah.
Getting pussy.
Getting
I remember
pussy,
when we
drinking
used to-
juicy juice.
I remember when we were doing jujitsu and we would just roll and like we'd be like worried about like hitting your shit.
Yep.
I'd be like, I don't want to triangle this kid. I'm gonna
And
fucking
then it
pull
fucking
something
pull
out.
out. So I'd like take it out and put it to the side or like ask someone to hold it. I remember before I got it, there was one time a bunch of us got fucking high, really high at West Park, and then we went to Chinese buffet. And this was when I had pens. So like you'd have like a little needle cap that would go on the end, and then you dial how much insulin you needed and inject yourself. Well, me being really fucking high, I'm sitting there with food in front of my face, and I dial up my insulin, and I give myself a shot, and I like zone out. And Fee Lee is sitting next to me, and he's like, Dom, he's like, you gonna take that out of your stomach? And I had been sitting there for like 10 minutes with my fucking
Just
needle
pumping.
in my stomach. No, it was like already pumped, but I was just sitting there zoned out
Just
with it
holding
still
it.
in my stomach. I was like, oh fuck, pulled it out. Like
Jesus.
he was like, wow, you're really fucking high. I was like, yeah, but I'm fucking stoned.
I want to go to a
That
fucking-
does happen,
I want to go
though.
to a Chinese buffet, dude.
Yeah, they're gone now.
They're
Not
all
here
gone.
anymore.
They've got some in.
That's crazy.
You can
got
get them in
some in,
There's one in Fulton in there, or isn't it
No,
Fulton?
no. They've got 2 Chinese restaurants.
There's tons of them in Syracuse.
But there's tons in Auburn too.
Yeah,
Buffets?
Yep.
We don't have any buffets.
There's a lot of good eating places in fucking Auburn, man.
dude.
Shout out to 20 Grill and Route 20 Grill and Tap. Great fucking barbecue.
in
Yeah.
Auburn.
So if you're fucking listening, go out to Auburn, Route 20 Grill and Tap, get the barbecue.
Yeah, and now they have to pay us.
Now they've got to pay us. He
For a
owes
plug.
me.
Yep.
He's a good
Sure,
guy.
fine owes us money too.
Yeah, sure. Fine. Your subs are all right. You got a certain smell about you, but
And toxic
it's enjoyable.
Toxic waste.
waste, which are basically just a rip off of the fucking warheads. Yeah,
Really, is that how sour they are?
they're basically the same thing.
I don't know. I don't know if Seth is collecting this. Otherwise, I'd open it.
No, I'm not collecting it. I'm not going to eat those. Probably.
Nah,
There's
that
another
shit
one
would-
over there by the
I
computer.
get stomach ulcers. Probably not a good idea. I shit a lot of blood.
Right?
Do you
yeah.
really?
Yeah, I had to get a colonoscopy last year too. Worst fucking thing on the face of the planet, boys.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Colonoscopies?
Yeah. You know what they make you?
Well, yeah.
the
they
prep
put a-
process is
do they
the
dilate
worst.
your asshole?
Essentially,
How do you
So-
open this?
colonoscopy. This is all right. I guess this whole show is about my health.
Yeah, that's the plan was.
Majority.
If Brandon's gonna listen to this and just be laughing the whole time.
So I sent them a recording of me shitting.
What?
Yeah, like a
What?
recording of me taking a shit, and
Okay,
it
so,
literally
like-
sounded like piss. Like I was
back
pissing.
Back it up. So you had to record like video or audio?
like
of you
audio.
shitting?
Yeah,
recording
yeah. That's
of
cool.
me shitting.
I like that.
And it was just like that was my asshole.
So like you had to get like some kind of.
I need.
So they
microphone.
give
Do you have
you-
the black velvet? I need that for the colonoscopy.
So
You
they
don't need
give
it
you-
for the colonoscopy.
So they give you a
I need it for the colonoscopy.
for me because I
Where is it?
had state health insurance.
It's you'll find it.
I had state health insurance. So they make you drink this gallon of it's essentially like a Pedialyte. It tastes fucking awful. If you've ever had Pedialyte, it's not the
I've never
best.
had
Pedialyte's
Pedialyte.
delicious.
Lie. So it's essentially like Pedialyte. And they tell you like you can mix it with something that isn't dark. So you can like mix it with like flavored water and shit like that.
Like a high C.
Yeah, like I think you could mix it with Sprite maybe.
Milk.
Not at all.
Milk isn't dark.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, but
even-
it's got to be like
oh, yeah,
a clear.
it's not
got
a-
to be
it's not a
clear
clear liquid diet.
because your asshole literally your colon has to be fucking clean so that they can see and make sure that they can get everything. So they make it you drink this gallon and you only have a certain amount of time to fucking drink it all, and they make you drink Miralax and then you take fucking laxative pills too.
So you're definitely shitting.
Shitting. It's actually like painful because your ass is so raw from pissing,
Right.
essentially pissing out this stuff. Because at some point you stop shitting and you're just pissing out the shit that you drink, and you're not allowed to have anything else but
No food, no
no-
crackers.
like all you can have is chicken broth,
Oh, so you're
Jello,
on like a straight,
Jello.
you're on a straight
It's
clear
like a
liquid,
liquid
diet.
yeah.
and
Like
water.
and ooh.
So for the entire night from like, I think it was like 5 p.m. that I started.
I wonder how your body decides which one goes where, you know? Like, if it's all liquid, it's like, well, this one goes in the butt, I guess. This one comes out
I
the
have no
butt.
idea.
It comes
But
down
all
to
I
how
know-
it's digested,
It's
really.
weird, yeah.
Things that are...
It's just so... I take it, I'm waiting, I get a feeling, I go, I
And
take
this was
a
last
nasty
year, right?
shit, yeah.
Did you have... Was Sebi at the house when this was going on, or no? Sebastian?
Yes.
He was?
He was just
just
doing
chilling.
his
It
thing.
probably cleans you out pretty good, you know?
I was
Oh,
gonna
but
say-
it fucking cleans you out. You're literally pissing out the shit and it's clear.
Yeah.
But it literally makes your ass fucking raw. Like, my ass hurt. I could not sit down. Like, it hurt to fucking sit. So, like,
Damn.
I'd fucking piss out of my ass for, like, a good 5 minutes. I'd get up, have to drink more of this shit, and I'd go to try to sit down on my bed next to my girlfriend, and my fucking ass just hurt, and I'd lay down, and I'd be like... Oh my god! Like, I'd tell her, I was like, "Oh
It's
my
still
god,
coming
it's
out.
killing
You're
my
like-
killing my stomach. This is unfucking bearable." And she was just like, "I know, I feel sorry for you." Blah 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 blah.
I'm leaving
And then,
now.
and then I'd get up fucking
with it
3
yourself.
minutes, and I'd be like, "I gotta go." I literally sat in the bathroom for fucking essentially the entire night because I just kept fucking having to piss out of my asshole. So I recorded it, and it was just like straight stream, like.
Yeah.
And I was just like that, and look, when I sent it to my group chat, they were like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "That's my asshole."
That was me farting.
Oh.
Like, that's how I
Dude,
fart now.
that's fucked.
So I get there. I had my girlfriend took me to the doctor's appointment in the morning. I get there. They like set me up and shit. I'm in the bed, and I'm like, she's there right next to me, and they're like, "All right, they're gonna put you under, and then you'll wake up and you won't know essentially what happened." So I'm laying down. They pull me into the room. I have my IV and shit already on, and they're like, "All right, now take the pillow, turn to your side, stick your ass out. You're gonna get raped." They smear fucking like Vaseline or something around my asshole. Feels kind of good.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "All right, you're gonna go out. Don't fucking." The last thing I heard was, "You're gonna go out. Pass the fuck out." However long later, I'm fucking wake. I finally wake back up, and I'm in the fucking the
But that
after
shit doesn't even
after
work.
part.
Sometimes it doesn't work on people, dude.
Yeah,
They'll be
but
like, "You're gonna go
I was
out," and then they're just like, "Oh,
I'm not
when?"
out. I was fucking out because I was like, "What?" I was like, "This it go down already?" They're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, we took some biopsies and everything, and they'll get back to you and all that shit." And I was just like, "Wow, like my asshole doesn't really hurt anymore. I'm just happy that
Yeah.
I'm not fucking pissing out of my ass."
Yeah, dude. I like when I had my wisdom teeth taken out. I don't even think they count. They told me to count down before like I was out.
No,
Like
they
already.
they were just like,
That shit goes over
You'll-
your face, and you're just like, I see
you
ya.
breathe it in and you're like, "Whoop."
Yeah, it's crazy.
I never got to do that.
Me neither.
Well, you should
Not
try
that,
it.
but
You should try it. You should try.
definitely just fucking get it.
Yeah, our fans should just like send us some. You know, just mail it to us. PO box.
Like anesthesia gas.
Yeah, I'm sure they got some.
It's
even
probably
is
got
it?
like cyanide.
Well,
gas.
I remember there was a thing I was like watching on YouTube once. Because like, you know, when you go down and you watch like a random video you find on like Facebook or Reddit or something, and then all of a sudden YouTube's like, "Oh, you're into this now? Okay, here you go." And then it makes you go down this weird
Yeah,
rabbit
so
hole.
like when my son would fucking watch like Minecraft videos and like stupid ass videos, and then it's like, "Oh, you like this?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "I really don't. Please stop fucking sending me this."
Yeah, there should be a way to like.
I'm a full-on Toxie head, by the way.
Sick.
They should have like a list of like the cookies that they have, because like everybody fucking knows that they take all that shit now.
Yeah.
So you should be able to go into settings and remove like the cookies you don't care about.
Yeah, like I don't want
On
to fucking
Opera,
get.
there's a way to do it.
Because
but-
like it's at that point,
You
like
can
the whole
remove
point of
cookies
cookies
from
is to get your interests. So why shouldn't you be able to manually pull ones
Yeah.
out?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Basically, I ended up watching these videos about like sleeping pills, and like they found like even Benadryl and like shit, like anything that's not herbal, like melatonin or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we don't know how it works. Like they literally have no idea. Like yeah, sleeping pills. We just made a pill. It was a pill made for something like Viagra. It was a pill made for something else, but it made everybody fall asleep.
So
that is
there's
sketchy
one girl
as hell,
that
dude.
I'm
it's
seeing.
fucked.
It's funny because this one girl that I'm seeing.
You're seeing do what? What are you seeing?
Seeing her
Naked.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What are her boobs like? Are they nice?
They're all right. Yeah, they're pretty
Are
good.
they
boobs.
pierced?
No, she says she has sensitive nipples.
Well, that's
I'm
the perfect
definitely
reason.
sending her to this podcast.
You have to. Yeah.
So
What's her
I
name?
I'm
never-
seeing this. So
I
I'm
never
seeing this
understood
girl.
pierced nipples, dude. I never.
I
got
like
it.
it. I don't know why.
I've seen a bunch of pierced nipples. I'm
I'm
not
not a big
really into
fan.
them because I like to bite and like put my mouth on nipples, and
Yeah,
if
it's like
I've
you're
got
just gonna
fucking
have-
metal in my mouth,
Yeah,
I don't like
It's
braces.
the hot button, dude.
yeah. I don't want the mouthful of it. It's like if you get in your vagina pierced.
It's like if
I
I
don't
want to
that.
fucking put
That's weird.
fucking pennies in my mouth,
right.
I would have did that
If
shit.
you
when I
wanted
was,
to
like,
just taste
3.
pennies, you just eat her pussy out. you know?
battery acid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I'm
Just
seeing
like,
this girl,
it smells like
and she
Sure
would
Fine.
Sure is fine. So she told me she was wanting to have sex, and like I was like, yeah, we'll have sex.
Don't worry about it.
But
We'll
I
get
wasn't-
to it.
yeah.
We'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And
I'm
I
watching
finally
King
went.
of the Hill.
But I kept telling her, like making jokes about my penis being really small. And then we finally had sex, and she
That's
was
the
like,
way
"You
to
don't
do
have-"
it.
She
'Cause if
was
you
like,
do
"You
that-
you don't have a small penis," and I was just like,
Thank you.
I was like, "Thanks."
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
"Sick."
That's what I mean. You gotta bring their expectations
down. And she was like, she was really worried that she was honestly, she told me she was really worried that I was gonna have a small dick and that she was like gonna be disappointed, but she liked it.
And then when she sees it, she goes, does that like the
Yeah,
gasp
she's like,
thing.
"Wow, your dick's not
Because
small."
it's 5 inches instead of 4.
Well, you have a pretty decent dick.
Yeah, and so I started
I'll be the
getting.
judge
So
of that.
then when I started watching porn, I'm starting to get these pills that are like make your dick even bigger, and I'm like, it's already. I'm told it's already pretty
Yeah.
good. Why do I need it to be fucking the size of my forearm?
You don't need the pump. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Do those things work? They don't work.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, when we're
They
talking
can't be
about my
good for
pump,
you,
it's
though.
my insulin pump, not my penis pump.
Oh yeah, penis pumps do work. Yeah, they hurt.
They
though.
can't be good. Yeah. That's
no.
gotta, like,
It's
break
like you put a
blood
ring
vessels
around
and
it or
shit.
something, and then you essentially pump air into
It's
your
like,
dick. And
yeah, you're like pulling it out
circulates
and
it.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck that.
yeah. No,
like
that's
a
how
re-
Austin Powers kills.
It probably
It's
gives you
essentially like a
fucking-
queef, but it's being held. And
That's
Right.
how he kills Random Task in Austin Powers 1.
Well, it probably
Because
gives
he
you
attaches
fucking,
the penis pump to it, and if you pump it up too much, your dick, all your
Yeah.
blood vessels will pop
Yeah,
and
yeah,
pass
that's
out.
what I mean. It probably
Yeah,
gives
yeah.
you ED though too. I would
Oh
imagine.
yeah. Well, a lot of things nowadays give you ED.
we're coming on to some scientific shit, boys.
Yeah.
dude, this is such bro science right now.
Well, I had what the fuck's it called? It's not. It's like, I guess death, like the death grip dick or dead grip dick. Whatever they call it, like if you're jerking off or having sex too much, you just don't get hard for a week. And like nobody warned me about that. And apparently it happens.
you have to go hard then, probably.
Usually,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
But like nobody warned me. I'm 22 and I'm sitting here and I'm like, I can get like half hard in the morning, but throughout the rest of the day, it's just done down there. It's like, is something wrong? So I ended up going to the doctor. This was like 8 or 9 months ago. And no, it's just a thing that happens. And like, I think it's just because I also have like freaky tastes too.
Hell yeah.
Like certain,
Right,
like
right,
certain
right.
things, like normal things. Now, if I'm like at work and I get like a nude pic on Snapchat, instantly throttled, dude.
Yeah.
But if I'm like sitting at home and I'm relaxed and I'm like playing Xbox and then I get the nudie pic, it's like I'm already distracted. Like I don't need this distraction.
Right.
I've already got enough, But like I don't know, I like putting stuff in my butt. I guess is sometimes
Hell yeah,
like
baby.
put stuff in your ass, dude. You gotta put stuff
Sick,
in your
bud.
ass, man.
I like eating ass. I'm
Yeah.
all about eating ass.
same. Something to do with butts, man. I'm feeling it, man.
Butts are good.
Yeah.
Choking is good. Getting hit is good.
Well,
Yeah,
Waffles are good. Like
I mean,
yeah, that's the same tier. I think you should do a tier list of that, dude.
what was it? I've got some weird ass stories about like sex stories that.
Well, let's
get
take a
pretty
break because we need a word from our sponsors, which are dropping us after this conversation. We'll be right back, guys.
Sure, fine.
Clear Shots is sponsored by Anchor. When I was trying to start this podcast, I had a lot of questions. How do I record an episode? How do I get my show onto all the apps everyone listens on? How do I make money from the podcast? And the answer to all those questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free. It's ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. This means you can get paid to podcast right away. Their mobile app is super cool. You can record, edit, and post your podcast directly from your phone. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/START. That's anchor.fm/start. Clear Shots is sponsored by Podcoin. What if you could get paid to listen to podcasts? I know that sounds really crazy, but it's actually possible. We just discovered this new free app called Podcoin, and it literally pays you to listen to podcasts. You simply listen to podcasts and you earn a virtual currency called Podcoin while you listen. Then you turn that Podcoin in for gift cards at places like Amazon or Starbucks. Or if you're a good person, you can even donate that Podcoin to charity. All you have to do is download the app right now on iPhone or Android, and when you sign up, you use our promo code SHOTS. You get 300 Podcoin just for signing up. So go listen to Clear Shots or virtually any podcast on Podcoin and sign up with the promo code SHOTS. All right, we're back.
So Dom, when you went downstairs, I was telling Seth, I go, I wish I didn't have so many concussions and do so many drugs in high school to where I forget all of mine and yours high school antics together.
Oh.
Because I don't remember anything. I remember we had like study hall and lunch together, and we'd see each other all the time.
What was it? Who did we fuck with in our lunch? That one kid who ended up breaking the science door. Brendan.
The armadillo boy.
Armadillo boy. And then I think he got like in trouble for like trying to rape someone or
Was he
something.
half
Yeah.
armadillo?
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah.
How do you get that nickname, though?
He looks like an armadillo.
Because he looked like an armadillo. There's Joe bud.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember him.
No, yeah, so I do remember that. I remember fucking with him. And it wasn't like we were mean to him. But like we invited him over.
I remember he'd attack me.
Yeah.
Literally
dude,
attack and like throw lunch at me and shit, and I just laugh.
We'd sit there and it was like me, you, and
Rainbow Pig, that one girl. Fuck, was it?
Rainbow Pig.
That's what I used to call her
Pig.
because I asked her. Who was it? Me and or Ben asked her if she would eat like sherbet off my dick, and she was like, I definitely would.
Yeah, of course.
I'm about to ask him right now.
Kenzie.
I've heard that name before.
Yeah, but she literally told me in like high school.
Rainbow
she was like,
Pig.
I would
Holy
fucking
shit.
eat rainbow sherbet off your dick, and I was like,
Yeah.
sick Rainbow Pig.
Well, yeah, it's a good, honestly.
We got to cut the names out for this section for sure. 'Cause-
No, they'll know what to do.
But no, Armadillo Boy was hilarious because it was like me, you, and I think like Ben.
Mackenzie. Nope.
Kenzie.
They're all getting
Nope.
shout outs, dude.
Mackenzie.
Tag them all in the post.
Some Mackenzie. Somebody.
Actually, I don't even know if her name is Mackenzie.
It was like me. It
Definitely
was,
not. No, it's definitely
like,
not Mackenzie.
I remember it was like me, you, Ben, and like just all chicks, and we'd have Armadillo Boy come over, and we would hang out with him, and he's actually like a really nice kid. He's just fucked up.
Yeah.
Dude, we got to get nicknames. Why don't we have nicknames?
But no, that whole thing he got
bullshit.
not expelled, but like a mass suspension because he was head over heels in love with this girl in my
mass
class.
Oh my
Olivia.
god, the girl with big tits.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, bud, just go over there, fucking grab
Yeah,
it, do what
dude,
you gotta
guys-
do. I used to tell
Scott was with us too. That's
Yeah.
who it was.
He did
I
it?
used to tell him
Dude,
every day,
dude,
I'd
it
be
was
like, yo,
fucked.
bud, just tell her you like you're trying to bust.
And
You're not supposed to grab chicks.
Scott. No, he didn't grab her or anything. But Scott brought in chocolate and flowers for him to give this girl, and like, oh, it was so bad.
Oh man, it was
But
awful. That girl's probably a big whore.
Oh, she totally was. But I just remember
Definitely cutting out the names.
for sure. I just remember he had a journal, and in it was like a Death Note journal, and he would draw like a fucked up little sketch of the person, and then talk about all the different ways he would kill them and kill their families and stuff.
Oh, that's
But
good.
he was
Yeah.
fucked. He used to like.
Yeah.
I remember one day, I got him upset, and he he got so mad. He was red in the face. I was talking about what I usually talk about, fucked up shit, and he just got so mad about it. He
probably
fucking
something about
started
Israel.
slapping me and shit, and like throwing food at me, and I couldn't do anything but laugh. I was just
there
like,
was,
yo,
I mean,
so
there was
good.
a food fight when I was there. In high
Yeah,
school.
bud. The one
That
where
was
fucking Tovar brought in fucking
there was
old
paint.
ass moldy food and threw it at people.
Yeah, dude.
Old principal. Who the fuck was the principal?
It was before my
I see him all the time. Miles. And he got fucking like a milk carton, like a full milk carton thrown at his head.
Yeah.
That is fucked.
Yep.
It was a
Yeah,
good
because
time.
wasn't Tovar and other people for like weeks leading up to it?
Yeah.
They were literally like
We
saving
were
milk
throwing
cartons.
Well,
that
we were
gonna
throwing
expire.
Well,
Yeah, we were throwing shit. Well, it all started because we were constantly throwing shit at kids we didn't like. So we were just like throwing stuff, or like Mike would spit nasty ass loogie spitballs at like Jose, and like just definitely cutting
I
out
feel
names.
like they were talking about having a food fight, like leading up to it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It was on
because we were
CNN and
constantly
shit.
throwing.
Is this the same food fight I'm thinking of? The one where with
might have been.
people took water balloons and filled them with paint?
Yeah, people were throwing paint at each other.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
pissed. I didn't get hit with any of that shit. I actually ate my food because I took insulin before that, and if I didn't eat my food, there would have been also a dead kid. So it definitely would have hit CNN. I was just like, I'm not throwing anything.
Yeah. I remember just my senior prank was like we built up. We didn't do anything. We just built up for this whole thing, and then like
And then it was really lame.
yeah. I remember the kids came in before school and
We took
everybody bought like a box of 100 plastic forks and just stuck them in like the grass. So when they wanted to mow the lawn, they had to take all the forks out of the lawn, which is really just fucking up one person's
That's just
day.
annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say, I don't know if it was your senior. I want to say you were still in school, but a bunch of us took fucking reptiles and just like put them, like we found turtles and like we put them in a bunch of toilets, and we took fucking snakes and like frogs and shit and let them loose in a couple hallways.
Oh,
They got like
yeah.
caught,
I remember that.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
because they like held people in classes for a while because they
had to
people were
get all
trying
the-
to get the fucking turtles.
but someone was like, "Yo, there's a fucking turtle in the toilet."
It's
So
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
Like that shit's funny.
yeah.
Yeah, because like, well, it's weird because no one really sees it, but like everyone gets held in their classroom because there's turtles in the hallway.
I remember going through middle school. We had the bomb threat week.
Oh, we always used to have that.
That
It
was-
was
that was-
fucking.
Those are great, yeah.
It was Jack Woods and like fucking, or no. I'm thinking of when there was a bomb threat and we got pulled into a class and Jack Woods was in the class, and we just kept telling him to put staples in his head, and so he did. It was just like,
like,
well, I bet you
staples?
can't do it. Yeah, I was like, but I bet you can't put like 10 staples in your forehead, and he was just, yeah, I can.
Dude,
I was
people
like,
who
yeah.
do that though, it's like you can just tell them that I bet you can't do this, and then they just do it. It's like, where did you grow up? Like, who did that to you?
I did that shit with like drinking in school. Like at college when we go to parties,
Dude, like,
we had
you
this
can't
weird
chug
thing
that.
with like because we were in I was in H3, which was like the wicked low budget ghetto dorms.
Yeah, yeah. Fucked
Not
up
even
off a
kidding,
swoosh.
dude. For real, like literally every weekend was just like jungle juice exclusively in like a tub that you would store like
All-
your fucking
all made with
your car
fucking-
wash shit in. Like somebody just dumped out like Armor All and Turtle Wax and shit and rags and
yeah,
just
yeah,
filled it up with jungle juice. But I just remember like there was a thing where we did it was like the the lacrosse team. And then the hockey team at OCC wasn't the college's hockey team, but it was like all the kids signed up for a club and they played in like a city league with other teenagers or whatever. We had this huge party at the lacrosse house, and like they were trying to do some drinking thing where you have to like line up shots. So there was like 20 shots, and like in order to win, you had to drink the majority of shots before the other person. You know what I mean? It was
So
like
it's just a race.
yeah. But they were lined up like it'd be from me to like whoever's sitting across, and they're all debating who to pick. And, like, they picked the biggest, like, buffest. He was, like, the goalie for the lacrosse team. And then they picked me, who was still doing painkillers at the time. So I was just, like, skinny, scrawny with a huge, disgusting beard. And this is where it all started. Like, it started out, and it's a meme now with everybody that I hang out with. Like, I started off, and I looked right at the guy, and I'm like, dude, what's your favorite Vin Diesel movie? And, like, for that split, like, 5 seconds where he was thinking about it, I was just like... So now, whenever I'm at a party, we're playing like flip cup or beer. Well, I did it at the fucking Bills game. I was just like, "What's your favorite Vin Diesel movie?" And they're just like so taken out of the element that you just start hammering drinks.
You get that head start.
Yeah.
Did you ever? I never did
Mine
a
and
keg
Fire's
stand.
time, we were
I've
fucking.
never done a keg stand either.
Neither have I.
I've done
I've
like the
lived keg-
funnels and body shots and all that shit, but I've never done a keg stand where you literally like hold somebody upside down.
Yo, kegs
or
are
whatever.
expensive, man.
Yeah,
They're like
they are.
100. It's like 100. I want to say it's like 130, 100,
How many
130
beers
to
are in a
100.
keg?
It's like
Lot.
256 16-ounce.
You can get them at
cups.
C's. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yep,
That's
you can order them at
insane.
C's. You can go right down to Eagle and order them,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like tons of different types of beers that you can get.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they were
obviously,
expensive.
as they go up, like if you're
If it's
New
like
Belgium, like a
IPAs,
fat tie,
yeah.
IPAs are going to be expensive.
Yeah, I
You
was
can
gonna
get
say, we
6
were trying to
barrels,
get,
and 6 barrels are like I want to say like 56 16-ounce cups.
Oh, that's
That's
which
like
is decent. I mean,
that's like a
100
party full of
bottles.
like a party like 30 people that are like real alcoholics.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a novelty thing too, though.
Yeah, we used to buy those like pre-made kegs of like Heineken that are just like,
Like
The
the
little
small
ones,
like
yeah.
it's like
10
4
drinks.
Yeah, something like that. Or it's
You
like
can
a,
get
it's
those
like
at
a
Price
2
Chopper.
It's like a 24 pack in like a keg
Yeah.
or some shit. Yeah, I was gonna say we just ordered. My cousin's getting married at the end of the summer. Different cousin, not one you know. Not Wes.
Yeah, I don't understand why people that do
But-
like their weddings don't order a keg.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're ordering 3 kegs. We're ordering from
'Cause then
you
it's-
guys.
Then they
Because
can do
you
keg
get-
stands.
They're doing like
your
one
wedding.
of like some shitty beer like Budweiser, but then like 2 like I guess you have Shock Tops sometimes.
Yep.
or
No,
something.
we definitely do because Shock Top is an AB product.
Yeah.
So you've got like
So
Shock
they're doing
Top.
Budweiser, Shock Top, and some other thing.
Well, Budweiser's always a safe bet.
Yeah.
It's like anybody's just gonna drink it. It's
Yeah.
fucking Budweiser.
So it's like 130 for like a half keg, I think, of like Budweiser, and then half of it's like a portion of it is a deposit, and then you get that back. It's like $30
If you return the
deposit
keg, yeah.
if you return the keg.
Yeah, and you have to empty it, right?
No, you don't have
don't
to
have
empty
to?
it, but if it's not emptied,
It's probably
you don't get the deposit
Gotcha.
because
Because I know
essentially it's not.
you know at Garofalo's if you order a keg from. Do you guys do the kegs that Garofalo's sells too?
Yeah,
or-
we sell them to. We'll do them to.
You sell them to Garofalo's
like a
and those
growler
stuff.
or something.
It's like the
They do
same. I think
growlers,
they
don't
do
they?
like the same
Yeah,
around the same price, I believe. Maybe a couple bucks more. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
yeah. Their selection's whack though. It's like PBR, Budweiser,
Yeah.
and Coors or some shit. Like those fucking mini Heineken kegs were a godsend in college because like you could never figure out like.
You guys just needed
What
to
to
drink
get?
Natty Daddy Tall Boys.
Well, that's what I do now.
Yeah.
That's
Natty
my shit
Daddy.
now.
he
Natty
drinks. He
Daddies.
drinks.
Natty Daddies will
I-
fuck you up.
I,
They have so much alcohol in them.
yeah.
9% for a tall boy.
I blacked out actually. The last time I blacked out was at Uncle Wes's house, and I bought 3 24-ounce or 25-ounce Natty Daddies.
yeah.
I got there at
Fuck
6.
you up.
And like I
Malt liquor.
even paced myself in my pace terms, like
No, you didn't.
not to anybody else's pace, but like I finished the 3 tall boys by like 9, 8, maybe. It was like 2.5 hours.
You know that Jake has had too many Natty Daddies when like the decibel level is times 20 and he starts yelling about everything, but it's not even yelling. He's like saying the usual words he would say, but way louder.
Yeah, I don't like.
like 3 houses down, you can hear Jake talking.
And my face is beat red. That shit happened yesterday. Like it was Father's Day, so we went to my dad's house, and I had 2 drinks there, Then I went to Big Wes's after my dad's and immediately had like a shot of vodka, shot of rum, like 3 mixed drinks, 2 beers. And then I get back to my place and I started drinking Evan Williams. And I'm like, I'm really hot. I'm going to take a shower. And like, I look in the mirror and like I looked like I had sun poisoning except my
you
eyes.
looked like you held your breath for like fucking 20 minutes.
That's what happens when I get
we
too
lived
fucked up.
during the time, bud. We had Four Locos.
When they were good.
We were just talking about
Those were
that.
the
Me and a
original
guy were
Four
just talking
Locos,
about that today. How Four Locos.
There was a
fucking
dude
twisted.
like, I went to the bar one
Four
time.
Locos now are just dog shit.
I go to the bars and I ask them.
I
know what all the bars get in Oswego because I've delivered to
Are
a
there
majority
any
of
with Four
them.
Loco?
And I just ask them. I'm like, yo, can I get a Four Loco? And like some of the girls will look, and I'm like,
just
you're an idiot.
it was just malt liquor and
Yeah.
energy drink, basically, right?
Yeah, but there's no
Like,
more energy to it.
there
It's
was,
just flavored
like-
malt liquor.
I went to a bar one time and then came back with some random dude. It was like this random black guy that like drove us back to my friend's house, and he just hung out with us in the driveway. And he had like all these like illegal like malt liquor drinks in his trunk, and he just started handing them out.
Yeah.
Like it was brands that I had never heard of before. They were probably poison.
We had
That's like-
that. One of my best friend in college, Ray, is from Harlem, and he did that once.
It's like,
he
where do
went
you
to
get
Harlem
that
for,
shit,
like
though?
Thanksgiving?
Yeah, like
And
you
he
just
came back, and it was like shit that they don't sell.
yeah.
It's like shit you have to buy in like Canada or Mexico
and the
or some
bodegas.
shit.
Only
Yeah.
the bodegas got.
They were basically Four
Yeah.
Loco like knockoffs.
Yeah. Well, you can do like what I did
Well, Four Locos fucking
for Harborfest.
vodka Red Bulls,
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
I was gonna say for Harborfest,
but
took
it's malt
like,
liquor, so it's got a weirder.
Yeah,
tinge
like
to
Like
it.
yeah.
texture.
If you take like one of those Yeti things that are like 40 ounces or whatever, and you fill it up with Four Loco,
Yeah.
and then you dump in like a 5-hour energy, and then also cap it off with Red Bull and throw ice in there.
Or a bang, you just dump an entire bang in it.
Oh, that would kill you.
Yeah, because that's.
I drank on bangs once, and I won't do it again. Like
I only drank them
slammed-
on Mondays.
I slammed one and then went to the bar, and I literally didn't get drunk for like 4 hours.
But
and then I got
they have
home
the
and was
most. They have
done.
the most caffeine,
300 milligrams,
300
plus
milligrams.
creatine.
so you're just fucking.
Zoom in, dude. That shit is like cocaine. It's amazing.
Now they have them in fucking shots. And
Bang
like five,
shots.
You can get them at the Fulton Walmart.
That's cool.
That's insane.
They just have a lot of flavors. Like I think that's why
20,
they got,
Yeah.
28 or 26 fucking flavors.
And they're
I
all
know because
pretty
Eagle
good.
Beverages sells them.
Really?
Can I get a keg of bangs, dude?
Yeah, you can buy
No,
them in
but-
bulk there probably though, right?
Guaranteed. Well, I like the cotton candy ones, and then there was one I just
How
tried.
does that
I like
work?
cotton candy.
Can
ones.
anybody just go out there and get
Yeah.
beverages?
Yeah.
So,
You
so it's
can-
not wholesale, like constantly, like to
No,
certain-
it's you're not okay. So like you go there, you're not buying it at
Retail
like you
price.
can't say.
You
So
would
I
pro-
bought those. I actually have them in my car. I should have brought them in for you guys to
you would
try.
probably buy
the
it at
Bulu.
retail.
Go
The
grab them.
Bulu, where it's I will. They're Bulus. They're the Tech 9 collaboration beer. It's like coconut.
Oh yeah, Brandon was talking about them, or you were.
What?
You and Brandon were talking about them on Facebook.
Yeah, because Andy bought them.
That's who it was.
bought
Andy
a
Harris
case.
bought
It
them.
was they're
Tech
they're
9 collaboration.
6 4-packs, and they're supposed to be like pineapple coconut flavored beer,
The fuck?
and they're like $70 for the whole case. So you have to, if like you want something like that, you can't say, "Oh, I'd like
Yeah.
one."
Yeah, you have to.
You have to buy the whole set, the
So
whole
you better,
case.
you damn well better like it.
Throw
'cause
it
you-
down.
Yeah.
I bought it and I just like gave them out.
Oh shit! Well, I'll take some.
Yeah, I have.
I
one
don't
left.
have. I don't have any
have
booze
one-
in the house.
I have
take
one
a-
left.
I'll
You
take a
guys can
some.
try 'em.
No booze.
It's
in
funny
the house.
because like if Jake's gonna drink on this podcast, I need to like have an automated like level switch that
Yeah.
slowly goes down as the podcast progresses.
Usually, yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, and my problem is
It's like that one podcast, don't they? This is why I drink. Don't
Yeah.
they drink on that podcast?
yeah, they
Yeah,
just get
probably.
fucking sloshed. Well, like I told this story before, but in like February, we were hanging out. We had a party on 3rd Ave at Wes's house, and Vinny brought a bottle. It was for UFC, but Vinny brought a bottle of Don Q 141 rum, and everybody had like maybe 2 shots, 3 shots. I probably had 6. But Vinny's like, you got to take this. I'm not going to drink this. It's way too strong. I'm like, that's perfect because I don't need to buy booze for like 2 weeks now. I could take 2 shots of this 141
Vinny would
or
rather
151.
Vinny would rather have like one of the little bottles of Jaeger and just drink
or
it
like a
for-
thing of Patron.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's perfect. It's 151, not 141. But long story short, that's all I drank was 151 and absinthe for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I can't get drunk anymore. Like, it sucks. Like the other day, Saturday actually,
It's
I met
funny,
up.
you do notice your tolerance go up.
Yeah.
Like, because I
hit a wall.
Yeah, like there's a certain amount that I have to drink to actually feel it. And
Like
even
all
when I
that
do-
Black Velvet just now didn't really. I'm just kind of loosened up. I'm probably at like a 2, and I probably had like 5 shots. I don't know.
No,
But,
it's like I'll drink like on that thing. Like if I drink that much of just that fucking whatever
Whiskey?
that thing's called,
the carafe.
it's like because I'll fill up these little glasses I have like
Yeah.
maxed.
Yeah,
and
and those are like 8-ounce
I
glasses.
drink that, and I'm like, well, I still need a little more. Like,
Yeah.
but
I
you
need
don't
more.
really.
I just drink Captain Diet Coke. I'll get
Let's see.
the smaller bottles,
Yeah,
like the pints or whatever, and I'll drink that.
See, that's the move.
I'll drink Captain Diet Coke, get fucking hammered, make really bad decisions.
Yep. That's my shit. Is like going
Raw,
out,
raw some girls.
eat some ass. I was gonna say, I met up with Josh Saturday. I went to the bar alone after work, and at the Sting. I live like right by Sub Shop now, so I just went to the Sting, and I was like, I got like $20 to kill, so I go in and I get 2 double Tanqueray and tonics. My favorite. I love gin and tonic. So I'm there for like 40 minutes and I leave. And as I'm walking out, Josh Dem is walking in. He's like, what are you doing? I go, nothing. He's like, come to the bar? I'm like, no, I just left. He goes, well, have a drink. I go, I just spent all the cash I had. He's like, all right, I got you.
yeah,
Which is, I'll always accept that.
yeah.
And, so he buys me a gin and tonic. He has a beer. And then like 10 minutes later, he gets another beer, buys another gin and tonic. Keeps going. And I was fine up until my last gin and tonic. I had the last one. They were all doubles, by the way. But then he hands me, he's like, all right, I got to head out, man, but you could take this for the road. And I sit there and he bought me a Jaeger bomb because the Sting has Jaeger bomb cups now. So you put the shot in the middle and then there's a glass around it and then you slam it like that. Perfect every time. And I'm like, fuck.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a risen like center. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Those are sweet.
I get ready to take it, and he goes, actually, hang on a sec. Orders 2 more, so we each get 2 Jaeger bombs. And I was like, that's going to ruin me, but whatever. Of course, I drank the rest of my gin and tonic, slammed the 2 Jaeger bombs. I'm out.
Yeah.
I get a block away from the Sting, and I can immediately just feel my sweat pouring out. And I'm like, that's it. Because as soon as I hit that wall, I'm done. Which is the worst, because I can't just get drunk throughout the night. I stay, like, tipsy, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Happens to Vinny now, too.
I get fucked up, and then I just get like, I like if I go out, I have to go out with someone that's gonna hype me up, or else I can't drink.
Right. Yeah.
Someone's got to get me.
We should go out
fucking,
together sometime.
Someone's got to get me fucking riled up
Yeah,
to where I'm
get you, like,
fucking
get you
because I'll get
hammered.
fucking. I get ignorant, but like funny ignorant.
Yeah.
So like I'm
Like, if
around
I'm-
fucking with people, but people like it.
Like I don't like.
I'll lift
take
my shirt
shots.
up and tell people I make more money than you.
Like I'm more of a marathon drinker than a like sprint, you know? Like I'll just have shots like periodically and then be sipping on beer. Like
Yeah.
not throwing them back or
So
anything.
that's how I am. I'll take like a Captain Diet Coke and I'll have like 8
yeah.
the entire night, but I'll drink one like every hour and a half.
But I find that
But if
gives me a better time though cuz I'm consistently
I'm getting drunk
like-
because I haven't eaten.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's the
hammered,
move.
and then, but to the point to where I walk. By the time I get home,
yeah.
I can fucking I'm coherent. I know what the fuck I'm doing, and I can go to bed without having to worry about feeling like shit in the
Spins.
morning
Yeah.
or shitting real nasty.
It's like I'd rather be pretty drunk for the entire night and have
And
a ton
fucking
of
super hammered
yeah.
and like
yeah.
all over the place.
And
Telling people to
Yeah.
go fuck themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
'Cause when I get-
Fucking Hurricane's bathroom.
My
Let me
goal
put you over the trough.
My goal is essentially to not have the spins when I get in bed.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's the worst is that like you don't know you're gonna have the spins until you get
You got to
them.
drink the water,
Yeah.
bud. As you once you
That's the move.
once you
too.
get hammered, once you know you're hammered, have one glass of water like every hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
usually
hard. To,
like
it's
if
hard
I'm
to
out.
remember to do that shit when you're fucked up.
If I'm out, actually, I don't know if you know Tim Phantom, but his thing now is once he gets drunk, he'll order a glass of cranberry juice and a shot of pickle juice, and then he'll do that, and then a glass of water, and then like half hour later, shot of pickle juice, glass of cranberry juice, ham that, glass of water. Then you're just good.
It's
Then you
those
can
fucking
drink
home
another
rem-
2 more
home
drinks.
remedies, dude. That's
Yeah.
what you need.
Pickle
Yeah.
juice is the ultimate hangover cure. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but Pedialyte is too, but that's cheating.
Pedialyte's fucking gross, and if you accidentally take fucking laxatives, you're not having a good time.
You will waterfall your asshole.
Exactly.
I'm gonna crap the booze out. We're good to go.
literally
fucking
shit
Rafi.
and piss out the
Rafi bomb.
Isn't that,
But,
is that the one where he sits on the cocaine toilet seat?
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck was I gonna say? There's
Hangover cures.
there was one night, me, Joe Wallace, Zach Carswell, Shane Dunmore, we all went out to drink, and we were drinking at, what was it? I think we started, this is the night I ended up going down to the Ferris wheel and lifting up my shirt and telling people I was
Rich.
Yeah, I was essentially. I got $20,000 fucking medical equipment. So
Like a walking
we
hospital.
started
Choking
at
people out
Woodchucks, right? And I remember years ago, Joe Wallace, I was fucking hammered, and we're at Old City, and we're sitting at the bar, and he points out, he's like, "What the fuck is that?" And the girl goes, "Oh, that's vodka," and he's like, "What kind of vodka is that?" And she goes, "Oh, that's habanero vodka." And I'm
That's my
already
favorite
drunk as
thing in
shit.
the world, dude.
And he was like, "Yo, do a shot of it." And I was just like, man, I was like, I don't know. I'm really drunk. That's probably going to fuck my stomach up. And he's like, nah, do it. And I was like, all right, I ain't a bitch. So I did it. Tasted awful. Didn't sit well in my stomach. I think I ended up puking that night along the fucking road.
Yeah.
And so we're at the Woodchucks, and he brings that up, and I was just like, yeah, but I was like, you owe me, like, you got to do a nasty shot. So we're like asking the fucking, but he got me to do these nasty ass shots with him too. So we were on a mission to do like the nastiest shots. So we're talking to the
Peer
bartender.
pressure is a real thing too when you're that
Oh
drunk.
yeah.
It's gonna.
And he
it's
was
so
already
easy.
drunk. So we start asking the bartender, like, what's the nastiest shit that you can make us? She's like, oh, 3 Wise Men. I was like, what the fuck's that? She's like, Jack Daniels, Jose Cuervo, and Jim Beam. And I was just like, sounds fine. Let's do it. Pours it in the shot glass, do it. And I was just like, it just tastes like,
Just tastes like shit.
just tastes like alcohol, like fucking pure alcohol.
Right. Yeah.
So I was just like, I guess I was like, alcohol's gross by itself. So yeah, okay. Put it down. And I was like, what's another gross drink? They didn't have any hot, like, vodkas or anything. And she goes, do a pickleback. I've done pickleback. Picklebacks are fucking easy.
They're
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah. I was like, I'll do a pickleback. I just did the shot. I was like, I don't need the fucking pickle juice. I like pickle juice, but I was like, it's not gross. And so she fucking gets on her phone and she's looking. She's like, you guys can do cement mixer. And I was just like, all right, we'll do a cement mixer.
At a certain point, they're just naming.
Listen to
Things
this
that
shit.
like random
it's like
items.
noun verb, noun verb.
So a cement mixer is fucking Bailey's cream
Yeah.
with lime juice.
Yeah.
So it like ferments it
Oh yeah.
and it gets like chunky.
Like
And
cottage
she's like,
cheese.
you have to let it like ferment before you do the shot. So she pours the whole shot, gets it all fermented. We do the shot. It's in like our mustache. And we're like wiping it off our face, and we're like, really, that's not like
Dude,
it's
all
gross,
those
but it's
fucking-
not that bad.
I don't know, man.
And
All
she was
those
like, oh, that's the
mixed
grossest
drinks,
shit.
bro.
So we just did, essentially, and that's what it was. So I'm fucked up because I did like all these shots.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going downtown because that's when this girl texted me telling me to come down to fucking the Ferris wheel. I'm already drunk. So I'm gonna
So
go
you're
down
gonna
there and be
save money.
ignorant.
Yeah.
So I get down there, and I start fucking. I see people, and they're like, "Oh, hey, Dom, here," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, what's going on?" And I'm asking these bartenders, like, "Yo, I'm trying to get this girl the nastiest shot." I was like, "Get this." "Oh, we don't have that." Wow.
Well,
All right, do this.
I mean, you
"Oh,
can
we don't
make it
have
up,
that."
right?
And I was just
mean,
like,
it's like,
"Give me a cement mixer." And she's like, "Oh, we don't have lime juice." I was like, "Wow, what do you fucking guys have? The shittiest well vodka, and fucking just fucking whatever cheap venom energies."
See, I wouldn't be able to be a bartender because I wouldn't know
Just
any
cheap
of these
vodka and
names.
like they're
melted
so
butter.
fucking yes. Cheap, like just the yeah, we only have like fucking all these liquors are actually just filled with fucking water or brown water.
Yeah.
Like display. Yeah.
It's iced tea.
It's
It's like this
brisk.
mixology shit. It's like, why don't you just drink those things like separately?
But there are a lot of
It's like I don't mix Coke and Dr. Pepper. You know, it's like it's kind
Yeah.
of weird.
but
Well, how many flavors would that be? Because is Coke one flavor?
Yeah.
You can't.
It'd be 24 flavors. Coke is one flavor.
Is it
unless
though?
you're talking about the cocaine too, because that may
Yeah,
add
yeah,
another
that'd be
25
another
flavors.
Mad,
Yeah.
That'd be mad flavor. I was gonna
All
say,
the
there aren't really
flavors.
any shots that but that chili pepper habanero vodka is my shit.
Yeah.
I ordered that Friday.
Well, I remember the Sting used to. Do they still have the like $1 shots or whatever?
Yeah,
Like,
the
Yeah.
fucking
lemon
gross cheap
shit or
shots.
whatever,
Yeah, like-
yeah.
yeah.
Washington apple and like those gross.
The only
Yeah,
good,
but
the
I
only
mean,
good
it's
one
like-
is the hurricane one.
Yeah, but it's like as far as I'm concerned, it's like, well, it's $1 and it's a shot, so
Yeah.
it's gonna
It's-
do
yeah.
what I want it to do.
Well, it's groovy
So
when you
it's-
get to the Sting and
It's all
you
the cheap
you have like
well
5
rum that or well alcohol. Like
Yeah.
so, Eagle sells them all the well alcohol. It's
it's-
that 21.
percent.
No,
Yeah,
it's that
well,
21 brand
Recipe 21.
Recipe 21.
Yeah.
But that shit's actually really good though. The vodka, Recipe 21 vodka is the best vodka
Because all vodka is essentially the same.
It's the same.
exactly.
Unless it's that
Except
shit.
Nikolai.
Unless
Nikolai's
it's
the
like
worst.
Pinnacle with the fucking
Pennies
whipped.
inside.
the shit with the what is the Swedish fish on it? That is the grossest shit.
Oh, you're fucking talking about
Pinnacle candy.
Pinnacle.
Is that what it is? Yeah, the Pinnacle, like it's got
It's like
literally
candy
a Swedish
flavored,
fish.
yeah.
Like it's got like the
No, the worst is any of that fucking
The Mount. I remember me and Brandon drank the Mountain Dew kind. Oh, worst decision of our entire life.
was gonna
And
say,
then we
like-
did like gummy fish. We like
Yeah.
bought bottles and we put like gummy fish in this fucking pan full of liquor, and then we just like ate the gummy fish.
I was gonna say the first time I ever drank Nikolai was with you when I was like still in high school. I think you went to Wes's or we went somewhere. We were at a party and I met up there and you were there and all you had was just like a shitty little bottle of Nikolai.
Oh, man.
That was the worst shit. I, don't even
I
know
remember
where
I
you get
brought
that anymore.
Bacardi 151 to a party that like Nate McKean and like Jeff Taylor were at during Harbor Fest, and Nate McKean kept
Yeah.
asking me for shots.
Yeah,
And he
okay.
was dating Alyssa Suits,
Yep.
and he got so hammered. She freaked out on me. She was like, "You're an asshole for doing that. Why would you?" And I was like, "He's his own man. Like he can, if he's wants a drink,
Yeah.
he can have a drink.
Yeah.
It's not my fault he can't handle the alcohol."
Yeah.
And then he was really drunk and he told her and like tried to fight me, and I was like, "Bud, you don't want to fight me."
I
And he was
think it's
just like,
just
"Yeah, you're right." And I was like, "Good."
there's just I think people just don't know when
to say no.
Yes, there's
Like,
like
I
a
know when to
limit.
tell people no.
Yeah, and there's like a certain spot where like you
don't.
know that you probably should.
But I handle myself to the point where all I'd really do is like, almost get public.
If I
urination.
get so fucked up to the
Charges
point
on
where
me.
like I'm gonna like I know for a fact that I'm gonna do something stupid, I leave. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yep, I gotta go," and I'll leave.
yeah, I've always had a pretty good idea of where the
When
limit is.
I
Even
need to
with
not
with
drink.
weed and shit, like I would know where to
weed
stop.
is wicked easy for me because I don't like smoking weed. So,
Yeah, I don't smoke weed.
Yeah.
I haven't
No.
smoked weed in forever. So
but no, I was gonna say that my drink of choice right now, and it's been my drink of choice for.
It's funny that everybody stopped smoking weed like when weed started to get legal. Like,
yeah,
It got too strong.
it's not cool
a
anymore.
crime.
It got
It's
too
not a crime.
strong. Like weed now, like
Yes.
for the first 10
now
minutes,
it's
I'm
just
just freaking
fucking-
out, and then I feel good, and it's like I don't want to freak out for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll smoke dabs every now and then because the dabs will just send you off into space immediately and then you're good. But like with weed, there's a buildup.
Then you're freaking out for 15 minutes.
Yeah. But anyway, my drink of choice lately has been a double chili pepper vodka with orange juice. Because you taste it, you sip it, and all you get is orange juice, and then there's like a slight heat
to it.
It's like a spicy screwdriver.
That's what you need. You know, the spice.
Like because and I've been getting a bunch of people onto it lately.
Keeps you awake.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, I love hot sauce and hot peppers and stuff like that, and
that's why I don't mind fire. That's why I don't mind Fireball because it has like a taste to it.
I like Fireball. People talk shit about Fireball.
I really don't like it. I really don't.
Goldschlager,
you gotta like cinnamon. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Goldschlager's
I don't like the
favorite.
cinnamon flavors. I think it's just. I remember when my brother turned 21 and my parents took him out and they got him fucked up because he was always sneaking liquor and shit like that and getting caught like an idiot.
Yeah. So that was
so they're like,
revenge.
Yo, essentially, they gave him they bought him Patron. My stepdad bought him a shot of Patron, made him do a shot. He wanted to do shots of Fireball.
Yeah.
He did a shot of Goldschlager. He did a shot of Jack Daniels. Just like awful shit to mix together. He did like 6 or 7 shots. You gotta stick with and then he got fucking Long Island iced tea. And then once he got home, puked for like 15 minutes straight. And I was like, yeah, bud, like you're an idiot.
No shit.
And then I took him out, and that's when they had like the girls that give out the free drinks, the shot girls, and they had Fireball, and I was just like, yo, bud, do a shit ton of shots of Fireball.
That's the thing is, like, I can do a lot of shots of Fireball because it doesn't feel like it does that much
and
to
it's
me.
only like 60
I can do a lot of shots. Like I'm not a big beer drinker, and I remember our Christmas party, I got really fucking wasted because it was free drinks up until like 10 p.m. Yeah. So I was just like, all right. So I had like 3 woodchucks, and I was just like, woodchucks ain't cutting it. I was like, Captain Diet Coke double, Captain Diet Coke double, Captain Diet Coke double. Had 3 of those, and then my boss came up and he was like getting shots. I was like, what are you doing shots of? And he was like, pickleback. And this is at this time I'd never done a pickleback. I didn't know what it was. And he was just like, okay, do a pickleback. Did the pickleback, and I was just like, that's really weak. And he was just like, do another pickleback. Did a pickleback. Got another Captain Diet Coke. Was sipping that. My other friend who I was with, who works there, his girlfriend's drinking wine, and then she stopped drinking. It was Moscato. So I took her glass. I drank her glass of Moscato, and then he was drinking Guinness because they had Guinness on tap finally. And I was like, I've tasted Guinness. I've never really,
I fucking love
and
Guinness.
I was just like, I'm not into beer. I probably won't like it. Let me get a Guinness.
It's really dark.
I drank a fucking Guinness, and I was just like, wow, like I'm really fucked up. I didn't puke, but I was so fucked up.
But you're not hungry anymore after a Guinness.
I ended up
Guinness is
so
literally
Old
a
City.
meal.
Old City. I hope one of you motherfuckers at Old City is definitely listening. I went to go
they have to
because
they
stopped the free booze was cut at 10, and I opened up a tab, and she goes to run my card, and I had I had money in my account, but I don't know if I hit where I had withdrawn so much money before or something where it just wasn't letting her take any money, like put a freeze on my thing. Mm-hmm. So she went to go. I went to go close it, and she's like, "Oh, it's not working." And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean it's not working?" I open up my bank account, and I'm like, "I have this much money. Like, I have enough money to pay for this." And she's like, "Go take it to the ATM." And I go to the ATM, and I try to withdraw money, and it's not working. I go back, I'm like, "Yeah, that's not working either." And she's like, "I don't know. Go back and just try it again." And I go back, and I'm like, "Holy fuck, what am I, like, I can't pay for my drinks. I can't withdraw any money." And a couple of the salesmen come by, and they're like,
"Yeah, you're good."
They're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm trying to withdraw money, man. Like, it's declining my card, but I have money on my account." And they're like, "You have your card?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Fucking leave." So I was like, so I was like, they're like, "Get on the bus. We're going to the after party." And I was like, yeah, what the fuck am I thinking? I'm that drunk.
True, yeah.
So I got on the bus and we drove off. And they're like, you coming to drink with us? And I was just like, nah, I think I gotta go home. Like, I'm really drunk.
You're really dicker.
Yeah. So I get home, and I have woodchucks at home, and I have a couple woodchucks, and I put a bunch in my pockets, and I'm like, fuck, like, my car's out there. I was like, I gotta get my car. So,
True.
Yeah. So I go out, and I was like, I finishing these woodchucks, and I'm like, I've drank a lot. I probably shouldn't be trying to get my car right now.
Yeah.
So I go to this girl's house, and I text her. I'm like, yo, I'm really hammered. I was going to get my car. I probably shouldn't. Like, I'm fucked up. I'm still drinking, though.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll give you a ride home. Just come by. And I get to her place, and I'm fucking still drinking. I was like, you got any more drinks? And I had bought her some Pura Stills, and those will fuck you up, too.
That's the sparkling water.
Nah,
with booze
it's
in
fucking
it, right?
coconut water with booze in it. So it doesn't taste like anything. And they're like 6%.
Yeah.
So I drank like 2 of those. And I'm like, all right. So she drops me off at my house. I sit and I'm watching King of the Hill for like a good hour. And I'm like, yo, I was like, I definitely need to fucking go get my car. Because I got to work in the morning.
Yeah, for sure. You
So I go and get, I didn't have to work, but I had to go and pick up Bass later in the day. So I was like, all right. So I go and get my car. I end up driving home. I had sobered up because I drove home fine. I drove with 2 cops
You drove even better.
behind me, 2 cops. And then they ended up speeding off, hitting their lights, and I like pulled over, and they went by, and then I ended up getting home, and I was like, I probably definitely shouldn't have done that. Like,
yeah, no shit.
if I got pulled over, I definitely would have not had passed. But I was like, I feel sober. I drove obviously fine. They didn't pull me over. If I was fucked up, they would have been like, if they'd known I was fucked up, if I was driving fucked up, they would have pulled me over. But
Yeah, for sure.
I never drank that much, and
That's why you got to get
that,
the self-driving cars, dude. The self-driving car.
So that was when did the party start? Like 6 or 7?
yeah, it was like 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. So you drank
5 hours
from 5 to 10 for free. Then
And
you went to
then I
Old City
drank
and
till,
drank
like,
for
2
free.
till 2. It was like till 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I was drinking.
Oh my god.
I was fucking hammered.
See, I want to go to the bar before I head home tonight because I definitely want to just go to Old City and get a long, or not Old City. I want to go to the Sting and just suck down a Long Island wicked quick and then go home.
Yeah, that's the
Cruising for boozing.
But
I'll
drive down with you. I'll have a drink
Yeah,
with you.
let's do it when we leave here. It'll be groovy. Yeah, I
Seth, you want to come down, bud? You can ride with me, and I'll just bring you back on my way.
Could.
totally could.
Yeah.
I'll buy a round of drinks.
Oh, word, perfect. But yeah, fucking the most fucked up I got besides besides Memorial Day, that was the most recent time I got the most fucked up. I got wicked fucked up at Wes's a couple months ago.
Yeah, that was...
And I had 3 Natty Daddies, and it was 2 of the Natty Daddy tall boys and a Bud Light Limerita tall boy, and shots of coconut rum, and I threw up all over the floor.
Yeah, that's always...
And then went back to bed, and everybody was wicked pissed at me in the morning.
Yeah, fuck you guys. You do what I did.
The night after, was it the night before Thanksgiving or the
level.
night after Thanksgiving? I was here, and we got wicked fucked up, and I left, and I went behind the Lincare building there, behind the building where there's like shrubs and trees and shit, and started pissing, and like not even 30 seconds, not even 10 seconds after I start pissing behind the Lincare building, I get a spotlight on me. Cops are there.
Yeah.
Fucking done pissing, put my hands up, they're talking to me, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm like only 2 blocks away from my house, and like I just sped off everything. I've never been stopped by the cops or anything ever in my entire life, and I was just like, my name's Jake Jones. I live at 203 East Bridge Street. Then I gave him my social security number, my fucking phone number, where I worked, my dad's name, my mom's, like all this shit.
Here's my Xbox account password.
my Netflix account. And they were like, oh, like, why didn't you just wait till you got home? And I go, and I was completely honest. I was like, like a couple months ago, I got this drunk and I pissed myself on the way home, and I am not about to do laundry at 1 a.m. with a house full of people. And they're like, all right. They're like, we're going to run you through the system. You know, if there's anything that you pop up for, we're going to have to take you downtown. Because, you know, if I ever got stopped or a warning before or whatever. And I'm like, I guarantee you, I'm not in there. They're like, everybody's in the system. And I go, I guarantee you, I'm
off the grid. I'm off the grid.
I've never been in trouble, nothing. And of course, they're like, all right, well, you're good to go, but we just got to check you. You look like you have a lot of stuff on you. I'm like, fuck. And I had a vape. I had a regular vape like that one. Actually, it's your other one that gray one right there next to the lava lamp. I had that on me. I also had a dab pen with dabs in it on me, but luckily I didn't pull that out. I was like, oh, I got a vape. Pulled the vape out, and I pull everything out. I pull
like, that's a gun.
I pull everything out of my jacket up until I had a thermos on me, and the thermos was just a combination of Four Loko and vodka. And I pulled it out, and I'm like, I also have this thermos on me. They're like, what's in the thermos? And I go, a lot of alcohol. They're just like, you got to dump that out. And I dumped it out, and like, I don't think I've had Four Loko. I've had Four Loko since, but not that kind, because the smell, it was like the blackberry or wild berry, like the purple one. Or maybe it was juice.
It's either
one of the other,
because they have the Four Loko Black. I don't know what the flavor is, but they've got a lot of fucking different color Four Lokos.
Yeah,
that's
and I was pouring it out, and the cop was like, from me to that TV away, probably even closer, for me to like that microphone away as I'm pouring it out, and he's just like, "You were gonna drink that?" They just like back up, and I'm like,
it's like steaming.
Yeah, it's like acid from burning, from aliens,
it's
dude.
Burning holes in the sidewalk.
So bad, man. They're
like, yeah, I'm fucking bad alcoholic.
And there were times where like I got home. I haven't gotten too fucked up in my place yet, where like I haven't been able to contain myself. I did trash my place last night. No, not last night. No, it was last night where I was wicked fucked up and I was looking for this hat. Because all I wanted to do was like wear this hat for some reason, and I couldn't find it. It turns out it was like in my jacket pocket or some shit. I took all the.
Really need
dude, I need my hat.
Wear my hat. I don't know. I like getting drunk, but
if I don't get my hat,
like I don't know. Does it happen to you guys when you get too drunk, even though you know you didn't do anything fucked up, you still feel like you did something fucked up? Would you have that?
Nah,
like, really
if
bad
I get that drunk,
no, because that means you know that you probably did something fucked up because you've done something fucked up enough times to where you've conditioned yourself for that.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes.
I remember I went out to Syracuse. The first time I went out to Syracuse, I was with my ex and her friend, and I brought a friend with me, and we were going around to all the bars. And I don't really like Syracuse, but like a few of the bars we went to were really fucking cool. And I did some drinking a little bit, but I didn't do too much. And it was like the Halloween time, so everyone was dressed up and shit. And so my girlfriend, she was getting fucking hammered. She's drinking Red Bull vodkas and vodka cranberries and shit, and woodchucks and stuff, and she's getting plastered. And
she's got it figured out.
She got drunk by the end of the night. We're at this like nightclub thing, and she's like dancing and stuff, trying to get me to dance, and I'm like, nah, it's like way too hot in here. I'm
Nightclubs
fucking
are so fucked.
And I'm fucking sober. I don't want to do this. And she's like, oh, all right. We get ready to leave, and she's fucking like starts stumbling all over the place, like falling on the ground and shit. And they're like, yeah, she can't come back in. Like, you gotta take her.
Nah, she's done. Right. She's done.
And she's like, didn't want to leave. She didn't want to leave. She fucking was just a pain in the ass.
Yep.
And then we finally get back to the car, and she's sitting on the fucking curb, like crying and shit. And I'm like, why are you crying? She's like, I don't know. I was like, she's like, I need a puke. I was like, then fucking puke or something. Like, put your finger in your throat. I don't know. Like, if you got to puke. It'd probably be the best.
Yeah.
I got you water and shit. Get it out. Like, get it out of your system.
Something in your throat, you know?
She's fucking the most hammered I ever seen this girl. Won't get up for like fucking 45 minutes. Was sitting on this curb, fucking not getting up, and wouldn't move and shit. And I was just like, I'm ready to go home. Like, I'm fucking tired. I was like, we gotta go.
Yeah,
so
you
I like
gotta
pick
figure
her
this
up,
out.
and I was like, do you want to get in my car? And she's like, no. And I was just like, get in my car so I can drive you home, so you can drive home with me. And I was just like, all right, you
Dude,
want to
all
get in
women
the
are
car?
the same, apparently.
Her
Yeah.
sister, who was also drinking, was also drunk.
Yep.
But she was like, "Oh no, I'm good. I'll drive her car home and shit." And I was just like, "All right." So she got into her car in the back seat, and I was like, "You sure you don't want to ride with me? Like, I will put you in the seat and I'll get you home."
I'll put you in the
can
bed.
sit in
And
Bass's
I
car
don't wanna,
kitty
yeah.
seat.
And she's like, I don't want to move. And I was like, all right. I was like, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll follow you guys home, and then I'll see you tomorrow or whatever. The next day, I'm talking to her. I was like, do you remember how fucking hammered you were and shit? She was like, no, but I remember you let my sister drive me home, and she was definitely drunk. She's like, I can't believe you let me drive with her. She could have killed me. And I was like, you wouldn't fucking get out of the car. I wasn't gonna fucking fight with you for another hour and a half to get out of the car.
Yeah, right. It's like a lose-lose.
Yeah,
I was
for
like,
sure.
if you die, you die.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dude, so would you rather have if a girl was blowing you and she threw up on your dick, would you rather have it to have corn in it or no corn?
Either or, bud.
Either
Fuck
or.
it. Either or.
Well, if she hasn't eaten corn, I would feel like it's weird for her to have corn in it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I guess I don't really care.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Don't care.
Or if she has eaten corn and there isn't corn in it, then I
Then
think
you'd be
there's
really
something up. Something going on.
Yeah.
She's gonna shit the corn.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. That's just like a thing that I've never understood. People are into like getting thrown
Corn?
up on and shit. Corn,
Yeah,
too.
I'm
Yeah.
not
The band is pretty bad too.
sick.
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta listen to corn.
Well, they got a backwards R in their name.
You gotta listen to what's the one German band? German metal.
Ramstein.
Rammstein.
Ramstein.
They were
I know a
popular for
kid
2 months.
Who used to fuck his ex in the ass listening to in America.
We know the same person probably
Maybe.
because I feel like I've heard that story before.
This is a good story.
It is a
But-
good story. It's not our story to tell though. Dude, my phone's not even done charging yet.
Damn.
Yeah,
Only at
neither is mine.
97%. What am I supposed to do?
Wait for my phone to charge and then you...
But yeah, it was fun having you on, Dom. We're glad you came around. We missed you. We should get together sometime soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look, I'm definitely down to.
I like that you got the
podcasts.
Conor McGregor beard going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down with that. I jive with that.
Yeah, fuck it. I've been using beard oil.
There you go.
All the hairdressers that I have sex with are like, yeah, use beard oil.
Yeah.
So help.
Only the ones you have sex with, though. The other ones don't.
The ones
say
that you're not banging are like, nah, just shave it off. I actually got to shave when I get home. This is too long for the kitchen.
What time is
Is it?
11:45.
Oh shit!
12.
I gotta be up at 4 a.m. again tomorrow.
God damn, dude.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
I got to get on Mordhau and at 9:30.
That's good.
You ever play Mordhau? It's a pretty sweet game. Do you still play video games or no?
Yeah.
What do you play?
I play with Bass. I've been playing because I just recently bought a PS4, so I haven't had one, and I've been playing like Days Gone.
Word.
And that's Days Gone. I started playing like Borderlands 2 again because it was free.
Yeah.
And what else? Played Jump Force.
What does Bass like to play?
Fucking anything. He plays games that he doesn't know how to play and says he knows how to play. So it's like I got him like Hello Neighbor for like the Nintendo Switch, and he'll like play it over and over. He'll just do the first level because he can't beat it, and then I'll beat it for him, and then he'll fucking erase it, and he's like, "Oh, can you?" And I'm like, "Nope,
No,
done
you
playing
erased
this
it.
fucking stupid ass game."
Yeah, stop erasing.
Same with, but then I just got him Lego City, and that's like more free world kind of thing. So he just rides around in like a police car and does whatever he wants to do. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Lego
winning.
City. That sounds
Dude, I know
cool.
people that like would let their kids, because he's 5, right? Like I know a woman that I used to work with. She bought her 4-year-old Grand Theft Auto 5.
yeah,
That shit's
he
weird.
plays at his mom's. He'll play like Mortal Kombat. So like he's big into fucking Jason now, and I'm like,
Well,
he
it's-
probably shouldn't be because he's a little twisted as a boy. He talks about killing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, I've taken him fishing, and like he'll cut up, like we was it bluegill or bluefin or something?
Yeah.
Like the smaller shitty fish.
Like
I mean,
the
like-
gobies.
Yeah.
Just
And
the
we
little
fucking
fellas.
cut it up to use as bait. And he was like, we cut it up, and he's like, let me cut it, let me. And like after I like
That's
let him
not
cut
good.
it, and then he was like, kept trying to go for the knife and stab it and shit. I'm like, but it's already cut up, like. And then he's stepping on it, and he's like, I want to kill another one. I was like, yo,
Jesus.
chill. Not playing Jason anymore.
It's
That's
funny because the
hilarious.
parents that buy their kids Grand Theft Auto 5 are also the ones bitching about violent video games. They're like,
Like,
video games make
I'm
it
not
real.
complaining about it, but like, I
Well,
don't.
and
I
Until
don't
he
want him
stabs a
saying-
person.
So
then
many of
it's
them
I'm
are,
just like,
uh,
yeah, that's not. I was like, bud, you don't always got to be killing someone. I was like, you know
Yeah.
that, right? Or he talks about like police, and he's like, well, if you don't listen to the police, they pull out their gun. I was like, that happens in real life. Yeah, they do that nowadays, but they're not supposed to.
You don't have to always be killing someone.
Yeah, you don't
just,
always-
Remember, like, one of
They don't
my-
listen, you get shot. And I was like, that happens.
just sometimes. Just
a
sometimes
majority of
kill
the times
people.
it happens, but it shouldn't
Not
happen.
every time.
Yeah. Only
gonna
kill people in moderation.
Yeah. Well,
Spread it
I had
out.
a coworker that I used to work with that didn't know that Grand Theft Auto was like a super violent M-rated game. She thought it was a racing game.
Well,
So
yeah,
she
that's a
bought
good
it for her like
can make it
10-year-old
one if
or
you want.
11-year-old. And like he was smart enough to know, like, and I commend this kid for it. Whenever his parents were home, he would just do the online and do the races. So they
Right.
just thought it was like a realistic racing game. Till one day he had the day off of school, and she worked, but she got out at like 2 or whatever, and walked in on him just like mowing people down in like a fucking supermarket or whatever, like mowing people down on like the pier. Oh, what the fuck is this? It's fucking Grand Theft Auto 5. It's like one of the most popular video games ever
Yeah,
made.
it's like right. I'd consider it right after like Postal.
Yeah.
You know, pissing on people.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
just
I
like-
was like 7 and I'd watch my stepdad play Postal. He's
Yeah.
like peeing on people and like
Yeah.
beating the shit out of people,
Yeah,
and killing
yeah.
them and stuff.
It's literally just a free roam, kill whatever you want,
Yeah.
do whatever you want type
just
thing.
do crimes.
Yeah. I was never allowed to play Grand Theft Auto until like I was in high school. My dad let me play violent games, but it was like Metal Gear Solid and shit, where it was like a clear enemy, not like
Yeah.
just pedestrians.
NFL 2002.
Yeah.
NFL Streets.
All I played was Madden and shit mostly. Madden, Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid, Doom, Alien Trilogy. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing that people got to watch out for. Is like, especially now because so many games are free.
Well, I just think it's like if you want your kids to, if you're gonna at least know what the game is. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you can't just bitch about the game.
Don't
you
just
can't
buy the
buy the
game
game and
because-
then when you find out it's super
Yeah.
violent, like why is it like this?
Yeah, exactly.
Watch
Don't-
the.
don't-
That's why it
watch
has a
before
rating.
you buy video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that shit
It
Dude,
comes.
has a
YouTube
rating.
is a thing.
Ask people about it. Hey, go
Yeah.
like when you go in the store, ask the person.
Like if YouTube
My son
exists,
said he wants
it-
this, but I don't know shit about video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If YouTube exists, like it takes you 2 seconds to figure out what the
Yep.
game is about, or even
I
in
want a game
Wikipedia.
where I can
like,
fucking throw shit at people,
yeah,
but that's not in Postal yet.
it's in Madden. Throw footballs at people.
You can do that in Dark Souls. You can throw turds at people.
Yeah. All right. I guess
All right,
that's, it.
that's
We'll
out.
wrap
We're
this
out.
up. Yeah. We'll see you next week, everybody. Thanks
Who
for
are
being
we-
here, man.
What are we gonna do next week?
We're gonna do everyone. We're gonna do all the people.
Yeah. Raw. Dude, can I borrow your insulin pump for the next time I go out?
ClearShotsPodcast.com is where you'll find links to everything we do. You can check us out on Twitter at ClearShotsPod. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and check us out on Periscope for live videos. If you have anything you want to ask us, send us an email at clearshotspodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. We will see you next time.